focus on being fortified. Twisted shit encrypted and codified. Products of a simulation. First generation sufferers of overstimulation. My stipulation got me looking for some ventilation. I changed the station, ignoring Satan's invitation. No visitation for my brothers off solicitations. Incarcerations, it's called the Matrix. If life's a bitch, then she's a dominatrix. So death got to be your masculine presence. Opening his arms while you bask in his essence. Sometimes when I talk to God, I call my passive aggressive. Will I open heaven's doors or just burn from my lessons? Blessings. You know the game been told. If I was you, then my soul would have been sold. Watch what you do, cause it's coming back tenfold. Either way it goes, man, I'm 10 toes, 10 toes, 10.
Yo, what up? You muted.
What up? We back. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. We got another good show for you. We got the intro coming soon, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it all customized and fleshed out. But what up, fantastic, man? We back at it again, episode 2, man. How you feeling, baby?
Hey, man, another week, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Shit, I can't call it. I might spoil it, man. Trying to get into these sports, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hope everybody had a good week. Got a big game coming up. How you feel about the state of football as a whole right now, as compared to I would say the NBA? Like, what do you think the NFL is at right now?
Oh my God, man! They need the leaps and bounds. The extra game went well, right? Because they added the extra game to the season. Bro, NFL is pumping on all cylinders. They got more international games now. It's not even close, bro. The NBA definitely needs to copy any and everything that the NFL is doing, bro.
I'm not feeling the
outside of that money at halftime show. Outside of that, but yeah.
We're gonna get into that. I don't like the Pro Bowl though. I think it needs to just bring it back to just a regular game. Like they overcomplicating these all-star events, man, in both leagues. Like they really overcomplicating. How you feel about the Pro Bowl?
I ain't even watch it. It's like flag now or something, right?
Man, they be playing like best catch on fake catch dunk contest, like just goofy shit.
I don't
man.
know, bro. I don't know. Like I ain't.
They play Madden. I want to watch y'all play Madden, bro.
Yeah, but I think it's for the what do they call it? Like the youth football thing. And I think this is why I think the NFL is lacking though. The NFL should be funding between the NFL and college, especially now that everybody's getting paid. These are $1 billion things. The NFL should be funding like youth football. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If they just took, I would say 5% of their revenue, and hey, let's say every state don't have a team, but regionally, you know what I'm saying, you assign certain districts and stuff or whatever, and what do they call it? What's the little fucking football? What do they call it?
Pop Warner.
Yeah, Pop Warner and shit, bro. Some type of kickback. That would be great because a lot of people aren't letting their kids play because of the dangers and early signs of trauma and stuff like that. So I think that's one thing they definitely owe the game with all the money they're making from it.
Yeah, because I to be honest, if I had a son, I don't know if I would want him to play football that seriously, because of the risk of injury. It's not really worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, unless you're really going to go to the league, and even if you do, you don't want to get a major injury before you touch that bread. So you know what I'm saying? Like once you get there, but it just, you have to be all in, and to be all in on football, it's really like a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
You can't really swing your way back around to the NFL like you could do with the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, was a reward, bro. Like that NFL career's got the shortest time. They got the least amount of guaranteed money, and it's by far the most dangerous and the most violent. So yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Not at all. But yeah, let's get into some of these topics. First things first, big Super Bowl weekend. First of all, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Drizzy. Shout out to Hudson, Audio IDC, Me Flow. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yeah, let's get into these topics. First thing is first. What's the hold on, y'all. QB pressure and decision making. Like, who you think is under more pressure, and who do you think is going to come down to that decision making more than the other?
The biggest pressure, of course, is Sam Darnold, without a doubt. He been in, so many different teams. This is 5th or 16.
Mm-hmm.
And he was considered I won't say a bust, but just he's considered a journeyman now. And he's going up against a guy that's only 2 years in, right? So definitely the biggest pressure, what's the name wise, what I'm saying, like opinion wise, is Darnold. But in the game, the biggest pressure gonna be on fucking Drake May. Yeah. This motherfucking Seahawks defense, hey man, dare we say it? This team might be better than the Legion of Boom, bro. Defensively,
you think so?
Might be, dog.
I think they have to win it for me to say that, because the Legion of Doom has 2 appearances, and they arguably should have had 2 rings, but they definitely got one, and it was one of the most dominating performances.
I think it's the names, because we knew Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor. Who's the safety they had? They had that monster at safety.
Yeah, Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas.
Yeah, Earl Thomas. Those are the ones.
Brandon Brown, like they secondary was crazy, but not just that. Look at their opponent. They beat one of the highest scoring teams of all time. That Broncos team was crazy.
Yeah, that Broncos team was crazy,
and it was better than the Patriots team. So I think it was a more historical opponent as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, for them to say they better than Legion of Boom, it's like, that was a prime Peyton, like as far as controlling the game. He had like some touchdowns.
Hey, because that one he won was definitely all defense.
Oh, the second one, but that one, the one that they actually lost, Peyton was on all. It was lit.
That was a historic year for Peyton.
It was better than Drake May in this team.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like, I just put them over the Legion, even if they win.
I think that, like I said, I think it'll be the talks will start happening. And you know what? Like I said, before their defense was so good, and Richard Sherman was so good, Cam Chancellor was so good, that these guys were like, household names. Nobody has household names for these players, these Seahawks players. And they built that up over a few years. And I think this team just came out of nowhere. Nobody had the Seahawks in the fucking Super Bowl, bro. Nobody.
I didn't have neither one of these teams.
Neither. Or it's fair. Yeah, same thing. Nobody had the matchup for the fucking nobody. If you would have made that fucking, that was 1,000, 1,000,000 odds. If you made that bet, but you know what I'm saying, the preseason fucking bet in fucking Vegas, you just made like at least $100,000.
Yeah, I didn't see this coming at all. It's like I kept hearing the Patriots name, and it's like I wasn't listening. It's like something that just kept flying in my ear, but I'm like, I don't hear that. It's like I didn't think it was real. It's like I look up in the AFC Championship. I'm like, where was I at? I was not paying attention to them at all, bro. I guess I didn't want to accept the fact that they're back, because it's like we just got finished dealing with Brady and all these guys for like 15, 20 years. So I'm like, hey, they're back again. Like, I ain't gonna front as a Cowboy fan. If they win it, I mean, they officially, I gotta say, like, on paper, like, we America's team based on history, but like for real, you got to give it to the Patriots, yo. Like, they literally called the Patriots. Like, you can't get more American than that. And they right back in it, bro. Like, right back in the mix after the Tom Brady reign, which we thought it was never going to happen again. And they might have another situation. It's just, I can't handle this, bro. Like, this is too much for me, man. This is too much. I cannot take it. But yeah, I think Drake May is actually from where I live at. Like, he's from Charlotte. So he went to high school out here. Shout out to Myers Park High School. He was big there. I think he might probably be the most accomplished North Carolina quarterback, because usually cornerbacks that come from Tar Heels, I don't know too many that done well in the NFL.
Not at all.
So he's definitely breaking the bank. I'm breaking the mold. So the chess match, like, who do you give the edge to? Personally, I think Vrabel. But the other guy, he has a sense of mystery. You don't know what he's gonna pull. But I think Vrabel has the actual coaching advantage. I don't think he got the talent. What about you, bro?
Yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks coach. That defense is just too locked in. Just too well tuned. And the way that they played over the season, the highest scoring defense is hard, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
And to dominate like that way and to put pressure, I think the Seahawks coach got the advantage. But like you said, having 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks to plan and understanding what they're gonna do, I think we'll see.
Yeah, we will. I think it's crazy how Vrabel was able to turn his team around so fast, though. I think I didn't see that coming. I think that puts a little pressure on Belichick's legacy. If somebody was able to do it with less talent, because I have to. Do you think he has less talent than Belichick to work with?
Oh hell yeah! Come on. But you're talking Tom Brady era, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Tom Brady. Like Tom Brady is like at least I'll say a half of a fucking offense alone.
Do you think that this defense is carrying May?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both, because Drake May was hell, I guess he was second place in MVP voting.
Because what I'm alluding to is his career starting better than Brady's?
Starting, yeah. On paper, yeah. By the numbers, yeah. But then too, like I said, what Brady sat for what? How many seasons? 2 or 3?
Maybe 1. He might have got his the second, the third.
Let's see. What year was he? Hold on. Hell no, because
homie got hurt.
You're right though. Yeah, Brady probably would have had to be like 2000 and 2001. Well, no, before that, 90 something. Let me see. Tom Brady rookie.
Because his first time starting, I believe they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 2000, and then they went. Yeah, let me see.
Because he was a rookie, I think, in what 99 or 2000 or 98.
Why the fuck I'm thinking Tom? Well, yeah, 2000. I was still in high school. That's why. Okay, yeah. Tom Brady got it. So he got us. He got us by like what 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drafted in 2000. Okay. Yeah, I know he's Mr. Relevant in the draft order. Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 years. You're right. So same thing. 2 years.
I think May is carrying a little more than Brady did. Like I seen him 31 and 8 touchdowns. 31 and 8 picks. It's kind of elite, man. That's kind of like top 5-ish from the door. I don't know if Brady came out like that.
Well, that's again, like I said, I think it's the same way with the same conversation with the Legion of Boom and this defense. But that's a way bigger gap, bro. He got to string together. He
may not catch Brady on the tail end. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, I feel like they're starting at an even place. But to see where he ends up, I don't know. Brady got 7. He got more than any franchise as an individual. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Did you get my message in the private chat?
Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah, we'll start out with Seahawks. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's see. Second. There we go. All right, and this is the Seahawks. The NFC.
Oh, Murphy was there, a couple of others, and Alex Wood down. 4th and 1.
Oh, my bad. Hold up. I got to slow it down. I watch everything fast. My bad. Let me slow it down a little bit. Way too fast.
Going to run a little option, and that's not going to work. Seahawks get a stop, and they take over.
And this is the new look.
Yeah, man, like that. Hey, the pressure that they get, man. And everybody's talking about just how amazing this fucking defense is.
Lawrence and Williams had a lot left in the tank.
Go ahead.
I said Lawrence and Williams had a lot left in the tank. People forget Leonard Williams was elite defender coming out of college.
A lot of balls go to CMC, George Kittle when he was in there. Now it's got to be Pearsall Robinson.
Over the middle there, good throw and catch. It's Tonjes who lost the football, and it's picked up by Julian Love. Seattle's got it.
Yeah, bro, just that alone, man. Stripping balls and shit or whatever, pause. You know what I mean?
Super.
Like,
I mean, this was a banged up San Francisco. Like, I don't want to get ticky-tacky, but I guess I gotta put on my Stephen A hat. Now I gotta really unpack who they beat along the way. Now you got to give them the Rams game. The Rams was elite, but was San Fran really that good this year?
Who did San Fran beat to get to the NFC Championship? Because they were hurt, but I think McCaffrey was hurt at the beginning of the season.
Was it Philly? Did they beat Philly?
Was that who they beat? Who lost to Philly? I mean, who did Philly lose to? Was it them or the Seahawks? Let me see.
The defense was trash. I gotta look it up.
No, the chat, do some work. Tell us.
Chat,
do chat participation. Who
did San Fran beat on the before they played Seattle? He said the Seahawks defense moves as one unit. Let's start power. I could dig it. Philly. It was Philly. Philly was kind of up and down all year. You want to give them elite based on last year, but we beat them motherfuckers, and we should have beat them the first week. So they crept out of there. So
yeah, defending champs though. But like I said, they were definitely healthy. You had motherfucking AJ Brown ass having butter hands, and he's
oh man, he was talking too much from the drop.
Too much shit to drop them damn passes, bro. In the biggest motherfucking game, arguably. You feel me? So yeah. But nah,
he was talking too much.
They had anybody major hurt. All of their major players were there, I think. But yeah, man, just even with that.
Yeah. But yeah, moving right along. This is a Super Bowl rematch. Let's talk about the history of these two teams real quick. I think that the Patriots owe them one. Like, how do you feel about the historic collapse by the Seahawks and how they have a chance to kind of like
rewrite?
Hell yeah, because they owe them one, man.
You know that all the fucking Seahawks alum is finna be in the building. Beast mode. Most importantly, Marshawn Lynch is probably gonna be acting a fucking fool.
Yeah.
Right. So I think this is definitely that getting back right from the clearly most I don't want to say rigged, but let's just say influenced fucking play call in the history of the fucking NFL ever.
Yeah,
not just,
very peculiar.
not just a Super Bowl.
Very peculiar.
Bro, throwing the ball on the one with the fucking leading fucking rusher in the fucking league on what? And it was like what? It was like on. It wasn't even on fourth
second down, maybe. I think that wasn't fourth.
On second fucking down, bro. What are we talking about? So most definitely, bro. Most definitely, 10,000%.
Was some people? I heard some arguments that it was pass interference.
Well, it don't even matter. Didn't get called. Pass interference or not, didn't get called. You throw the fucking ball on the one where you got Marshawn Lynch on the fucking one. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
But could they have thrown the flag on that play though?
I mean, you can throw the flag on most plays.
Because they always be letting them slide. Because the tuck rule was some bullshit. That was a fumble.
Oh, tuck rule was definitely some bullshit. 10,000%. Again, that's one of the biggest strikes on Tom Brady's legacy. And that's why I listen, man. When I tell you I hated Tom Brady, because that was the Raiders, and that was actually Warren Sapp and was what's his name there? That's when Warren Sapp was there. And
no. That was before, he was still a Buck. This was Charles Wilson's Raiders.
Yeah, Charles Wilson and them. Charles Wilson. Yeah, Charles Wilson and Brown. Tim Brown.
Yeah. And I think Jerry Rice.
Was Rice there? That's what was Rice still there? I think Rice might have still been there. And that shit, bro. But again, speaking of, that was like, because that was right after 9/11. And then, that was definitely.
Yeah, it's funny how the 9/11 thing happened and the Patriots just
yeah.
There's a lot going on, bro.
How patriotic is this? New England Patriots Party are the Super Bowl champions.
It was just such a coincidence. It just all fell just right in place. I was like, it's very interesting, man. Made them a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Made them a damn dynasty. With that being said, could the referees ruin this game? Is that a possibility that referees and penalties can really have an impact on this Patriot game tonight?
Man, listen. I'm trying to think. The most controversial I can't even really think of the most controversial Super Bowl call to where that one play made a huge difference, right? I'm trying to remember, but I can't recall recently at all, at least for like the last 5 or 6, to where everybody hinged that one call on a win or loss in the Super Bowl. So
they kind of let it rock a little bit.
Yeah.
It more so, it seemed like players are told what to do more so than the refs in these Super Bowls, because that Cam Newton move I thought was always strange. Him not jumping on the ball.
Yeah, not diving on the ball was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
in that
but then again, what if he got hurt and was out for the game?
That too, but that Cam Newton was motherfucking was on some Iron Man type shit, bro. I think that's when he came back from the car accident and the back surgery or the back thing too, right? I'm pretty sure that's the same season.
I forgot about that.
That was his MVP season.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, I wanted Cam to win it that year too. That would have been crazy. I think he's still a Hall of Famer though.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Everybody look at me crazy, and I was like, bro, there's no way Cam Newton's not a motherfucking Hall of Famer, bro. Come on now.
The criteria that I like to go by, I forgot who said it, but I think one of the NFL legends said it. I think it may have been Michael Irvin or one of those guys. They were saying you could know he's a Hall of Famer if you can't tell the story of the NFL without him. You can't tell it without Cam Newton.
Without Cam Newton, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell the story of the NFL. You know what he brought for Carolina. You know that he was really a better dual threat than Vic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was more accurate, much bigger, much more durable. Pause. A lot. Yeah, he was like an improved version of Michael Vick. And like you said, bro, Cam was so fucking dynamic, bro. He wasn't the best pocket passer, but compared to Vic, he was better.
I mean, he got an MVP, and I think he had 10 picks, 40-something touchdowns.
It was
great QB numbers. And it's not like he always had this crazy offense with him. You know, they always shortchanged him. They never really gave him the weapons he really needed. He never really had nothing to lead.
The boy that was 6'7", he turned out to be trash.
Yeah, homie from Florida State, and that's my team. Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin.
He got an older Steve Smith, but they never really gave him the weapons like they would give these other players. So
yeah,
that's that. But yeah, shout out to Cam Newton, man. I definitely was a Cam fan. How you feel about this halftime show? And what do you think the cultural impact would be with something like this in these crazy political times? What up, brother? How do you feel about this halftime show?
Man, get it all the way the fuck out of here, man. Bad Bunny, come on, dog. And especially it shows the thing where everybody's so, I guess, frustrated with Jay-Z, and I understand it. Bro, nobody wants this. Bad Bunny's demographic doesn't even watch football. Anyway, shape, form, or fashion. Now, if this was motherfucking, or what's the shit? World Cup? If this was a World Cup, by all means, Bad Bunny it up. But fucking NFL football, biggest fucking game of the in the world. Come on, bro. Nobody wants to see no motherfucking Bad Bunny.
How did Jay-Z pull this one off? Like, what's the agenda behind this? You think? Like, I just didn't see this one coming.
I want to say
he is a big star, so it's not. I'm like, he's huge.
But you still gotta. It's still your audience, right? The core NFL audience is still motherfucking blue collar, white American. What's the name? And blue collar black American. You feel me? Us. We don't fuck with we don't fuck with reggaeton and whatever the fuck he is. I don't even know. I don't know what is his genre. Because I know he's like an international.
I don't know, reggaeton pop or some shit.
Is it pop or whatever the fuck? I don't know, international pop or whatever the fuck. Like that's not on nobody's agenda for the bread and butter of the thing. But then, like I said, being that they're doing the expansion, right? They're doing all this international stuff, which still don't make sense because they're not doing fucking games down in the Caribbean or in South America. They're doing shit over in England. You feel me?
They did do something in South America though.
They did.
They I think they had like some Brazil game this year for the first time.
Oh, no, you're right.
So I think this is more trying to get more familiar with that audience. I think that's a play.
They had one game in Mexico.
He's used there, bro.
Let me see. Oh, I know. This is like bro. You know what's crazy? I would always talk shit to to the Puerto Rican motherfuckers when I was in the Navy, and I was like, Daddy Yankee, and it was like, oh, you Daddy Yankee, huh? You think it's funny? Look and tell me who has the most views of ever. La la la, bro. Daddy Yankee is like, bro. Daddy Yankee's fucking YouTube video.
Him and Bad Bunny
fucking throw up.
You know who's big right now too that people don't realize? Pit fucking Bull, bro.
Yeah. That shit is like I said, it just shows you just how much we, you know what I'm saying? We just, but yeah, that shit crazy.
We be in the bubble, man. Like it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. The NFL, I think it was a long-term peace and friendship move for the Latin community, because if you're able to get Bad Bunny, I think that's going to make it more lucrative for them to do business in the future. Because I think in the next 10, 15 years, we're going to have a South American NFL team and a European one. I think that day is coming, bro. I don't know what division they're going to be in. I guess it's the NFC East or something. I don't know how they're going to figure that out. But I think that's coming in the next 20 years, bro. So I think they're planting the seeds with cultural differentiation to get with these people. I don't know who you think going to be the halftime show next year. Like at this rate, who is it going to be?
I don't know, man.
We might see a Sam Smith maybe.
Well, we know with what's the name coming out?
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll is crazy. Share the screen real quick. So they got 3 games in London, 1 game in Paris, 1 game in Munich, Germany, Madrid, Spain, Mexico City. That's the Rio, and then they playing a game in Australia. So yeah, man,
that's a lot of traveling.
It is, bro.
These dudes are millionaires, though. I ain't about to feel sorry for them.
Oh, billionaires. The owners, the NFL itself, bro. I don't know how, but NFL makes $1 billion a fucking year, bro. Hands down, it ain't even close. None of the leagues, baseball, basketball, hockey, I think combined makes the money and the revenue that NFL generates, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, and I gotta say it. Too bad we're not winning, but I think the Cowboys definitely a huge part of that shit. We make money. We don't win shit. We definitely generate. That's the most funny thing about us. How we make more money now than we did when we was winning Super Bowls. This Jerry Jones, man. People can say what they want to say about him, but business wise,
oh yeah, hands down. And that stadium is crazy. Everybody like the money. The money. The AT&T stadium.
The Rams is better.
Well, I think they made theirs after the AT&T. That was the blueprint. The AT&T stadium was the blueprint for like the new age stadiums because it's got retractable top and shit and all this whatever.
Yeah.
Venue. So yeah, that's it.
You've been there for a game?
No, have I been to the AT&T stadium? Nah, because I haven't been to Dallas. I've been to Dallas. Well, I only been to Dallas one time.
Word. I've been to Dallas, but I ain't been there though. How do you feel whose legacy is on the line and can be like jump started from this game? Because there's a lot of legacies on the line. You got Darnold's situation. You got Drake May. Is he the future? You got Vrabel. Is he the next great Patriot coach? Then you have another coach who's, about to make his name. Like, then you got players like DeMarcus Lawrence, side missions people ain't talking about. It's a lot of legacies on the line tonight. Like, who do you think legacy can be defined?
Well, I think if we put it, we can order it, right? So, of course, the quarterback's always going to be, like, at the top of the list. I think the biggest legacy, redemption-wise, the story, whatever, would be Darnold. And then Drake May, hey, are you going to be the next Tom Brady? You going to continue the whole Patriot legacy thing or so on and so forth? Then I'll go coaches, and then I'll go defense. So the defensive players always get, you know what I'm saying? No matter how, the only defensive player that's been celebrated, well, 2, will be, of course, prime, Deion Sanders. And then second, I would say that was like household names and actually popular, Ray Lewis. All the other, Ed Reed was good, safety and whatever. Charles Woodson, good. Even LT, good. But LT was known for doing that booger sugar thing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't.
LT, don't do that to LT.
I was just saying, bro.
He changed the game.
He did, but he got
all the hardware now. He got all the jewelry now.
No, he was more famous for his issues and stuff versus Ray Lewis. Now Ray Lewis did,
Ray Lewis had a body.
Jugged the nigga up. He jugged the nigga.
Homie was just getting high. Everybody was getting high back then.
Hey, well, everybody listen. Now I think LT had didn't he have a questionable with some cocaine and a young lady situation?
Really? I mean,
I don't know, but either way,
did back then, man.
I would just say because they, even though LT is great ball, maybe we know this. Lawrence Taylor's one of the arguably that you say the best linebacker. A lot of people say he's the best linebacker all time. I'm just saying, like back then, the media and stuff, wasn't as big as it is now because Ray Lewis got what 2 or 3 rings, at least 2,
yeah,
and a Super Bowl MVP. So, outside of those 2 players, man, the defense just never really gets the fucking glory. Like you said, shit. I think Von Miller and Ware. Oh my God, bro! As good as Von Miller was, Ware was. Oh shit.
Yeah, every time people leave us, they get a ring, bro. Like DeMarcus, like he about to get one. It's like, what the fuck is going on, man? I just don't understand, man. Willie Baby, what up, my boy? Yeah, man. That's true. That defense was crazy. That's why I feel like hold up, was they together when they lost to?
No. It was just Miller. It was just Von Miller when they lost. But then Ware came there the next year, and that's when they fucked it was over with.
Yeah, it was a wrap. D-Ware, man. Yeah, we had some pieces, man. We just couldn't put it together, man. Let's talk, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's talk free agents. Who do you think are the top free agents? Who really needs to win free agency this year? Like, what team needs to really win free agency right now?
Oh, well, your team definitely. For one. They talking about Buddy arguing about being the number 1 option, right? He want to get paid. That's the thing.
I think they tagged him. I think they tagged him the other day. I think they just franchise tagged him.
They just franchise him?
I like that. It just shuts everybody the fuck up. It just calms everybody down. We don't have to think about it. Still got those 2 first-round picks. I think they're trying to go. I think what they're trying to do is trying to go get Max Crosby. He just bought a house in Dallas, which don't mean much because Derrick Henry did the same thing. We ain't get him. But he had a lot to say about the Dallas Cowboys during the season. He had a very complimentary interview talking about how it would be for playing with them. And he's from Texas. I think he might have grew up a Cowboy fan. I think Jerry and them is trying to go get Crosby, get him to a long-term deal, and come back to the drawing board with Pickens. No, I'm just throwing it out there. If that happens, is the Dallas Cowboys a Super Bowl contender?
And y'all gotta get out. Y'all gotta get out of it. Y'all gotta get out of the first round, bro. Make it to the playoffs, guys.
Damn, Max Crosby and Pickens under the wing with Ezeraku, with Williams in the D tackle, and my other boy from the Packers, Frank Clark.
Yeah, you gotta make it, man. You gotta make it.
You don't think that D-line is gonna have quarterbacks like you don't think that's gonna make the team better? Because it's gonna definitely you're not gonna have that much time. You're gonna have to throw that ball.
But then you got the other side of the ball. So I think
that's the problem. It's the defense. I'm gonna give it to you again. Max Crosby, Williams, Clark, Ezeraku, and Osa. That's a pass rush, bro. We all know if you got a pass rush, that makes the secondary look better than they would. Look how good Diggs looked when we had Micah. Where did he go with Micah left? What the fuck did he do? That when them quarterbacks can get rid of that ball, everybody's an all-pro corner. Diggs ain't caught a pick since Micah got the fuck up out of here. So I'm saying we get Crosby. You don't think that's a Super Bowl contender?
Overcoming the Seahawks, overcoming San Francisco.
Watch your mouth, brother. Watch your mouth, man. Dak is not trash. He's not the best, but Dak is good enough to get us to where we need to be. He just got to show up in the playoffs. I'll give you that. Like the playoffs, I don't know what the fuck be going on. I think the whole organization collapsed in the playoffs. The coaches start calling dumb shit. Everybody just looks like deer in the headlights. But I don't know. I think Max Crosby might be crazy. I mean, we might get that boy from Ohio State. Caleb Downs. You know, we got 2 first-round picks, even if we don't get Max. We got 2 first-round picks and we got some cap space. I'm just saying. They just overhauled their whole offense, their whole coaching squad. They got Philly's defensive coordinator. I think he used to be the Broncos or Philly or both of them. I don't know which one he's with last. Like we just overhauled the coordinators. I don't know.
You got the Ravens. The Ravens definitely got to either shit or get off the pot. Them too. So the Ravens,
they need a big off season too.
They got to. Otherwise, just trade, just blow it up and start over.
Where do you see Lamar go? I heard something about rumors about him trying to go to Miami. I think that'll be going backwards. I don't know, because I didn't see Lamar make it work with not a lot of talent.
Listen, anything be better than fucking Tua. Tua, I mean, and it's no disrespect, and I wish the brother the best. Tua got to lay it down, bro. He get one more concussion. I ain't no telling. You feel me?
And nigga started throwing up gang signs. I say, yo.
Yeah, man.
He was gripped for like 5 minutes. They got to get him. I felt bad with that shit. Was scary, man. CD too. They got CD too. He started doing a robot. You see when they?
No, I didn't see it, but that's crazy.
You ain't see when CD got hit. He started roboting. I said, yo, niggas got to chill out. But I think football, to me though, a lot of those players, I think they just be a little slow. Cause it's like, yo, you don't have to use your head to hit a nigga in his head. You don't have to do that. Like, just get him on the ground, bro. You can use your shoulder. Like, certain hits, just like, you're just dumb. Like, when I watch them old football highlights and them old hits, hitting people in an exposed chin, like, that's attempted murder, bro.
Listen, man. I just saw Jane Harrison talk about the hit where he got like 70,000, and he said he didn't purposely hit the dude, right? But I think that's one of the major parts of football, and like they NASCAR, right? People don't really go to NASCAR, you know what I'm saying, for the what's the name? They go there for the crash in the back of their mind. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the carnage, you want to see the whatever. You don't want nobody to die. But the biggest thing in football, you know what I'm saying, a one-handed catch ain't nothing like a motherfucking hit with a motherfucker out here,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, typing on a fucking invisible motherfucking keyboard. So yeah, bro. I think that's one of the things too, bro. It's so much shit technology wise to where they can make this shit. It's never gonna be impossible, but it's so many things they could do technology wise, bro, to improve it and make the game much safer versus than just the because I know they shortened the kickoff, they did all these things and so on and so forth. They just being cheap, bro, with the fucking.
This is the thing though. The only way they can make it ultimately safe, they take out tackling, which they're not going to do.
You can't do that.
Football, nobody. Exactly. So I think people are always going to get hurt. I think the problem is football is a game that it comes down to the discretion of the player. The player is going to have to think about, do I really want to hurt this man or do I want to put him on the ground? I think football comes down to those split decisions. I've seen a lot of tackles that didn't have to happen. I've seen people cleats get stuck on the ground and they'll still just go full-fledged at his knee. Like, that's a personal choice in what am I going to do? And I think you have to regulate those. You got to find these guys a lot harder. That's the only way you're going to do it. They have to stop doing certain hits. Like,
dirty shit by all means. I'm with you on that. Don't end the motherfucker's career. You feel me on that too. But at the same time though, like they said, bro, you're going full speed. And it's you're purposely trying to hit a person. So it's so many dynamics in it to where something can shift, something can change. And it's just like once you dare, you commit it. You know what I'm saying? From a physics standpoint, you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going and I'm full speed there or whatever, and then I'm aiming for the shoulder, but the nigga dip his head down. Now I done crunched his motherfucking head down into his, you know what I'm saying? I done made him fucking 6 inches shorter because he moved his head. You feel me? So but I think like I said, man, I just think it's the especially now they got the big ass helmets with the padding on the outside and shit. I think it's a way to just look. It's a way to look, but that's what I'm saying.
I fucking hate them shits, bro. Like, oh, they piss me off. They look like some little special head helmets or something.
Remember the big head code on fucking NBA Jam? Where everybody had a big ass head?
It just looks like some special lead football, like, you know what I'm saying? Like brain cancer football or some shit. Like I hate the way that shit look, bro. It's like, yo, they just look like they very new way that it's like you really don't want to get hit at all. Like it just look like somebody who don't want to get hit at all. Like it just, I hate them damn helmets, bro. They got to do something better than that, bro. I hate them shits.
That's what I'm saying. I think, bro, it's so much technology out here, bro, that to where I just think again the NFL, just like everything else, bro, they so much worried about the bottom line and the profit, they're not reinvesting for the safety of the players. Now, of course, I don't think
they can do though to fix
a lot. Even the players tell them that, bro. The players tell just from AstroTurf to real grass.
That's definitely something they need to. This should have been did.
No motherfucking stadium should be AstroTurf. None of them shit. You making fucking $1 billion. Y'all can afford to fucking, you know what I'm saying, for every fucking stadium, real grass, keep the shit perfectly manicured, all this other shit, keep conditions right or whatever.
I think they need to do a boycott for that, because I think a lot of injuries come from that damn AstroTurf.
The players done said it. The player that's one of the biggest. No matter the era, the players say that shit right there is like the worst shit ever, bro.
Nah, facts. Yeah, support the channel, y'all. Please support both content creators. This ain't Dutch Guts Week action or Black and Mild Guts or chicken wings. You already know what time it is, man.
Donation. It's a donation. I thought it was a trash. Don't be hitting on me.
Show some love to both content creators. Yeah, man. Definitely they need to fix that. But what other teams? All right, you said Dallas. You said the Ravens. I think who needs a strong offseason?
Rams too. Rams.
They kind of set.
They just got to figure it out. They missing probably one piece. I think when Sam what's his name? The fucking linebacker retired
from what team now?
The Rams.
Oh, you talking about Aaron Donald?
Yeah, Aaron Donald. Yeah. I just think that was a big piece. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? That big of an impact.
I mean, they made it to the NFC Championship without him. So do they need him? Because they got a nice little D lineman in Verse. Verse is a dog coming up the edge. It's hard. You're not gonna replace Aaron Donald. You can replace him with a couple of players. What I'm saying. So,
you don't have to get maybe it's just like I said, it'll take two to make one. So just find that piece.
I think the Chiefs, I think their offseason is going to be very interesting.
I just think it's over.
I don't know why people still sleeping on them. I don't know what this man got to do to prove he that guy. I'm convinced, Pat. I don't need no more proof.
Yeah, I don't believe it's Pat. I don't believe Pat Mahomes is the problem. I don't believe Pat Mahomes is what it is. I just think that team has run its course. I just think that whole thing has run its course, from the coaching to the system to everything. I think it gets to a point of where I'll say what you know what I liken it to. But he had way more fucking success, and I don't know why everybody's on this shit. But fuck, I just had it and I lost it.
He need a true number one. That's it. He don't have a true number one receiver.
Yeah, I don't know why what's name didn't come back. I don't know why. Well, he broke his foot or his leg or whatever. Tyreek, what Tyreek do this year? He turned his motherfucking leg backwards. Was it his ankle or was it his knee?
He might be. I don't know if he's gonna be the same after that, bro. That shit looked crazy. Did you seen that shit?
Yeah, I saw it. I turned away a little. I turned away.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be that explosive after that one. I mean, he's already over 30. Yeah, only person I've seen come back, but he was still in his 20s and really was like crazy, was Adrian Peterson.
No, not Adrian Peterson. Everybody forgot about Buddy. He played for Florida and he played for the Seahawks and he came back. That motherfucker, bro. In that Super Bowl they won. He was like a receiver / running back slot receiver.
Harvin.
Yeah, Percy Harvin. There we go. Percy Harvin. That motherfucker there. Everybody forgot about Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin was crazy.
Yeah, right, he was crazy. But it's a difference to me when you get that injury when you like under 30. When you get that injury over 30 at such an explosive position as receiver.
Yeah, Tyreek. How old is Tyreek?
He may be 32.
Oh, early 30s?
Maybe 31, about to be 32.
No, you're definitely right though. At his speed though, if he comes back and with the same speed after that, I don't know. That'll be amazing.
He's still gonna be fast, but not that fast. Like I mean, I done seen worse, but I done seen people come back. But I that was an ugly injury. He should have never left the Chiefs. Same thing I feel with KD. Should never left the Warriors. Fuck what people saying. Let them say you left. Well, nigga, fuck that. You would have got like 8 rings. Once you get to like ring number 4, nobody even give a fuck how you got there no more.
Yeah, I think he was going for money though. I think that the Chiefs couldn't match the money he wanted. I think that's what it was, and it was like either him or they still made the better decision because if you choose between him and motherfucking the tight end, the white boy.
You don't think they could have had both of them?
Nah, not for the money that fucking Tyreek got. Kelsey versus like no way. You couldn't afford that, and you got to keep Jones on defense. So I think it was. I think it was a good decision. I think it was a good decision because they got the results. They got 2 more rings after him.
They get 2 or 1.
2.
Yeah, 2. That's a fact. Yeah. Well, we got the Cowboys, Ravens. I got the Chiefs for 3rd. I think, and I hate these guys, but I think they need to retool. Pittsburgh.
Oh, they got to, because what's his name finally fucking left or retired. I don't know if he's retiring, he's taking a year off, but yeah, that whole thing is gonna be I ain't gonna say a shit show, but it's gonna be interesting to see that whole thing turn around with a brand new coach for what? Damn, he coached for 20 seasons. How many seasons was he coach?
Something like that.
Like
close
crazy.
To yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go at quarterback because I don't know if they're drafting high. Because like you almost got to suck to get a quarterback. Like unless you got a high draft pick,
they can move up though.
I don't know how you're gonna get a quarterback.
They'll move up, and I think it'll be what's his name? But yeah, why I can't think of his fucking name. This shit really pissed me off. That's who I was comparing. I was comparing fucking bruh. All these names be fucking me up, bro. The fucking quarterback for Pittsburgh used to be the quarterback for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. There you go. I gotta say,
yeah, he's out of there.
Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers got to retire. It's over with. And I think Aaron Rodgers got way too much fucking praise. But that's the scenario I was using. So Aaron Rodgers
his career overall in Pittsburgh.
No, his career overall. I just think he was way
really. How so?
He's good, bro. But again, if you're that
MVPs,
good, but if you're that good though, you don't keep getting there and then keep fucking getting knocked, bro.
That's fair.
Especially like I said, if you got to come out. So Peyton's excuse was Peyton had to get through motherfucking Tom Brady and the Patriots. There wasn't that consistent person in the NFC for the Packers not to go. You feel me? So I'm not saying he's not good, but people were trying to say, oh, he's like, top 3 all time. No, there's no way. You can't put him in a fucking top 3 conversation with one.
Peyton?
No, not Peyton. Aaron Rodgers.
I think they put him in a different category. When oftentimes I hear people bring him up, they say thrower of the football. So they always say he's like one of the best talents. Like his accuracy, like just the ability to throw the ball. He often is brought up in that conversation.
So in my head, when I'm talking like throwing a ball, like I guess like a accuracy and whatever, Brady,
he's up there.
Montana, Peyton, hell, I'll put Elway.
Aaron right there, bro.
I'm not putting him over Mahomes. I'm not. But that's what got me. They
Aaron
say
is crazy. Fuck this playoffs. I give you the Super Bowl. Aaron is crazy,
bro.
Aaron is crazy. 4 MVPs, bro. That's season work.
I got you. But I'm saying, I just think they put him a little too high, bro. And it's cool, like because like then Marino, we've got Marino. Marino's got one of the prettiest motherfucking passes of all time.
Marino was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So
he had the power, like Marino.
Yeah, Marino.
Aaron is wild though, yo. Aaron was definitely wild, bro. Like I think they talk about him so much too. We don't appreciate that he really was really that good. Just that it just didn't convert to more championships. Like he definitely was a championship or 2 away from being that. Because you think you got 4 MVPs, you just get 2 Super Bowls, you in a whole different conversation. He never even made it to another one though. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what I'm saying, bro. You don't like that, and that's my thing, and that's what I'm saying. That was the juxtaposition I was trying to make. So Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay is what I think Mahomes is now. I think Mahomes and that team has reached that point to where
don't do that. He 3 of 3 though.
Yeah, but again, I'm not. The difference is I think Mahomes is not. I don't think Mahomes gets the fucking nowhere near the fucking his due. People really don't. Motherfuckers hate the Chiefs, and motherfuckers don't like the Chiefs, right? Because nobody saw him coming. And the shit that Mahomes can do, mobility, accuracy, and just making the right play at the right time. But I think he way better than Rodgers, bro. To me. And I'm 42. I'm not
saying he's better. I think he's better. I think he's way better, but I think he's better.
I think
he's significantly better. But Aaron just didn't win that damn big game, bro. Aaron was wild, bro. Aaron Rodgers was wild during that season, bro. And he never had no speed demon like he had Tyreek for like a few years. That shit was like a cheat code. You got the dude with the biggest arm and the fastest guy. They were just playing catch, bro. I ain't taking nothing from Patrick because I love Patrick. I think after Brady, I got Patrick already. I got him right there. But Aaron Rodgers was a bad boy, bro.
No, he's bad. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm. If you told me,
stop disrespecting. No Aikman slander will be had. That's
I ain't say it. I ain't say it.
He's one of the GOATs.
I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up.
He was accurate when he needed to be.
If we saying top 10, hands down. Top 6, I'll take that. Top 3, nah, that's too far. To me.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers top 10.
Hands down, I want to argue that. But people saying top 3.
He's not top 3. No.
And people had him over fucking we talking Peyton Manning and for me, Mahomes.
To get to this, well, I guess the third place is clear. It's Montana. Brady, Mahomes, Montana.
I don't know if I can put him in front of Joe yet, man. I don't know if I can put Mahomes in front of Joe.
Why not? Do Joe got any regular season MVPs?
He got to have at least one, right? At least one.
I don't think so.
Joe Montana got no MVPs?
I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here. You crazy? Listen, and that's what I'm saying, man. I hate the awards because everybody's saying, a lot of people saying that what's the name didn't win fucking defensive player of the year this year?
Who?
And he broke the fucking all-time sack record.
Yeah, that was weird.
So that's what I'm saying. Anytime you get these, you know what? That's a great topic too, bro. Stop.
He got 2 MVPs. He got 2. Joe got 2.
The media should not be voting on fucking MVPs for shit. It should be former players, former MVPs, former Hall of Famers. Get rid of this shit on all levels. If you did not play the game, why the fuck are we listening to somebody that writes about the game versus the people that played it?
But the thing is, there's a lot of Hall of Famers that's in the media now.
I got you. If I'm cool with that. If you in the media and you used to do it, by all means, fuck it, right? But these motherfuckers never did number right. I don't give a fuck about your opinion about who the greatest player is for the season. You don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
I agree. But Joe got 2, so I think Mahomes got, I think, 2.
Oh, my bad. He said Myles Garrett did win. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, he did win?
My bad.
I don't know, man. Joe got 3 Super Bowl MVPs. That's kind of wild. I think Mahomes do too, though. I don't know. I got Mahomes over Joe, bro. I got Mahomes over Joe, man. Yeah, Mahomes got 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, Offensive Player of the Year, 2 first-team All-Pros, 6-time Pro Bowler. Homie only 30, bro.
Oh, they just announced it on Friday. The 5th was Friday, right? 5th was Friday.
Oh, we got our first super chat. Shout out to the brother Mojo. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. He said, keep in mind they're throwing the ball 35 to 40 times now. Montana will put up numbers in these modern offenses. That's a fair point. That's definitely fair. And they really got hit back then. They can't really hit the quarterback no more. So, you know what? I recant. I'm gonna give you Joe. I'm gonna give you Joe over Mahomes. Brady, I mean, for that matter, Mahomes not over Brady. I mean, Brady got 7 though. It's 7.
That's hard. 7 hard to overcome.
Yeah, it's hard.
But talent wise, I think talent wise, I mean, you start having a conversation, but just overall, greatest, yeah, man. As much as I hate to say,
I think Brady's the first quarterback that got better over time.
And he only had like you said, bro. He didn't do it. He did it with fucking wonderful slot receivers. Slot receivers were fucking phenomenal.
Deion Branch went to Seattle, never heard from him again.
Exactly. And you know this crazy. I remember his name.
Wes Welker and all that shit.
Because Deion Branch would always get waived to some shit, and Tom Brady was like, "Hey, bring him back." For every fucking, like, in his later years, he would get cut or whatever and get waived, and they would bring his ass back for the playoffs like every time.
Facts. I think the Bengals is next on that list that need to have a good offseason.
Oh yeah, they got they got to do something. Joe Burrow's just, oh god.
What do you think is his problem? The O-line?
Well, they saying it's the O-line, but I mean, you can't go from what AFC Championship 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago.
Is this a fact? I don't know if this is a fact. Brady had 15 top 10 defenses in New England.
That's about right. That's about right. Belichick was a defensive genius, bro. They had that Vince Wilfork and what was the linebacker name? The nigga that he looked like I call him motherfucking Rick Fox XL. The nigga he what's his name?
Rodney Harrison.
Not Harrison. I don't think. Maybe I may be wrong. He
was a safety. You talking about the safety?
No, he was like a linebacker. He was a linebacker.
Black dude.
Yeah. He looked like he was a mixed nigga.
You talking about Richard Seymour?
It might have been Seymour. I don't know.
He was a D lineman. Willie McGinnis.
McGinnis.
Yeah, he had a Tariq Nasheed type of.
Yeah. Willie McGinnis, Vince Wilfork. Who was the safety?
Ty Law was crazy. But they had a 10-year break. They didn't win nothing. So you mean to tell me they had a top 10 defense then?
Who?
Brady went 10 years without winning no Super Bowl.
Huh?
Yes. He had a 10-year drought. That's crazy. And came back and won 4. That's the GOAT, bro. That's why I say I can't give up on Mahomes, bro. Brady went 10 years without a ring.
I'm with you. Listen, I'm with Mahomes all the way, bro. I think when it's all said and done, no matter whether it's in,
he got 2 more in him, bro.
Oh, without a doubt. I'll say he got, like I said, I just think they got to retool. I just think they got to retool. They got to revamp. Everybody, I think just like we talk about players, right? They got accustomed to that system and the players in it. It took them some time, but the last 2 Super Bowls they got before losing the last one, they was limping into the motherfucking playoffs and into the Super Bowl. They was winning, fourth down plays, not fourth down plays, fourth quarter, last fucking possession type shit. You feel me? Yeah. It wasn't like blowouts like it was the first time, but yeah.
Yeah,
Asante Samuel's who I was talking about. Asante Samuel, because he was mad. He was going ham. Talking about,
but after that era, I think it was all Brady, man. You can't name me one person on those last 3 Super Bowls in New England on the defense.
No, but I think that's what we're talking about here with Seahawks. I just think the defense, for the most part, bro, it's hard to be a household name on defense. It's hard.
That's a fact. Yeah, but I don't know. Let me see. We got the Bengals. Who's next on that list? The Bills.
Hey,
they got to figure something out.
Got to.
I don't know if it's a play style. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think. Do you think Josh Allen's overrated?
I don't think Josh Allen is overrated. I think he's where he's supposed to be. But he definitely got him to a Super Bowl. Excuse for like hoping this because I think the who got hurt? Somebody got hurt in the game before when they played the Jaguars, and he pulled it out.
I think they might be. I think they might be done.
Who?
I think they might be closer to that place you say the Chiefs is at.
Bills?
Yes.
I wouldn't argue.
I think his best team. He already had his best teams already. I don't really like those receivers they got. Like
Diggs is gone. Who's their running back that year?
I like their running back, Dalvin Cook, brother. He's a dog, but I don't know, man. I don't.
You say, coming out, it's the same thing, and I'm not saying that the Patriots are going to prove this year either or, right? So you got to think too, right? So who do you ultimately got to see to get out? So you had the Brady era, then you had the Chiefs era, right? So now who's going to take that? Because you got to think, right? Because the Chiefs, right? Who won before the Chiefs won? Or who was in the AFC? What's the name before the Chiefs? Because the Chiefs went one time, they lost, and then they won the next one, right? Because they went to like 5 straight, I think, right?
Yeah, they've been losing to they lost to the Eagles and the Rams.
And the Rams, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Rams. Yeah. So the Rams first, they lost to the Rams the year that it was the first year what's name was there. He got traded from Detroit. Matthew Stafford, right? Stafford?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So the Rams, then they won. So the AFC, man, is real bad with like, we skipped one. So no, you had New England, then Denver with Peyton back to back. Then he left. Then did New England get another one after that? After the Patriots? Who won after the Patriots won? That one. Was it the Patriots?
What was it? The Bucks?
No. It wasn't the Bucks. I don't think.
It might have been the Chiefs.
I think he was still there. It could have been the Chiefs because what's name was still in. Because the Bucks won.
Hey, what was going on?
What's good, y'all? How y'all gonna do? How you gonna? It's blasphemous about Joe Montana, man. Come on, man.
You must be a San Fran fan.
Nah, he's just old.
I can't stand. I respect San Fran, but I hate San Fran. We got real beef. Go way back.
Hey, shout out to Roger Craig for making it to the Hall of Fame. That's way overdue, man.
Oh, he finally got. They need to put Darren Woodson in the Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, they done slipped on a few, man.
No, Darren Woodson ain't in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah,
Darren Woodson,
on a few, man. They done slipped on a few.
He's the best safety we ever had.
That's why I ain't care about.
You was talking a lot of bad shit about them Cowboys. I don't appreciate all that. Dak slander will not be had, bro. Dak Prescott is elite. Lamar ain't never won no Super Bowl. Josh Allen ain't never won no Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear that shit. Dak ain't, in the playoffs he could be better, but during the season he as good as the rest of them, bro.
Yeah, during the season.
In the season. After that, you got me. January, I don't know that motherfucker.
You know what? He's kind of like Tony Romo, man. He can tear you apart.
I think Romo was a little better than that.
But see, he could tear you up for 3 quarters, and then it's like that 4th quarter when it's those decisions you got to make. Those are big.
I can't say that for Romo because the last time we seen Romo,
that's what Romo did.
Nah. The last year Romo started the full season, bro. He wasn't clutch. I mean, he was clutch. That's the year that they jerked us in Green Bay with that catch. Yeah, remember that year? Romo was clutching every quarter. He was crazy that year, and they fucked us over with that catch shit.
He had an issue though in the 4th quarters as well.
Not that game. Not that year.
Cowboy thing, man. It's a Cowboy
thing. That year, bro. I'm a real fan. That year, we were supposed to go to the Super Bowl. We ran through everybody. DeMarco Murray had Offensive Player of the Year. Like, we was smacking the shit out of niggas that year, bro.
That was 2014. I think y'all got us that year too, bro. I think y'all got us that year.
Did Dez catch that ball? Yes. Thank you. That was a catch.
Yeah.
They even said it next year. The NFL, the league officials said, "Yeah, we want to look back," and it was a catch.
He caught it.
Over, bro.
Yeah, he caught it. That was a catch. It was
greatest catch I ever seen in the playoffs, bro. That was legacy. That was
I ain't give me that one. It's close.
That catch was crazy, bro.
It's close.
You see how far he jumped off of 1 foot, bro? Did you ever really watch that catch in slow mo?
Yeah,
that catch was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
The timing, like that was a clutch ass.
It was sick. I mean, it was just like what was that when Eli dumped it down to dude on the eye?
The helmet catch.
That's a candidate too, though. You know.
I think
crazy.
their shit was a little better though.
That was crazy.
There's broad hands, like that shit. The helmet shit, it was cool, but it was one.
No, I'm not talking about the helmet. But I'm talking about the one on the sideline when it was two of them, and he dumped that down, bro. Like, I ain't talking about
Knicks might have caught it or something. It was like a sideline toe drag joint.
Yeah, like he was gone, and Eli, he hurled that motherfucker. It was like a 30, 40-yard pass.
Yeah, in the middle of the field, not by the sideline.
Yo, Major P, I can't hear your volume real low. No, I can't hear you. But yeah, so what's up, Playboy? What you want to add to the conversation based on the topics we talked about so far?
And I think sometimes y'all giving Patrick Mahomes and some of them, man, like too much credit, man.
Yes, sir. Yep.
For real. Like Patrick Mahomes, that's all Kansas City do is hold. All they do is hold. He gets too much time. And he gets too much grace like they did for Tom Brady. Tom Brady is full of shit. They've always had scandals. Always. Even the first Super Bowl, the Raiders should have won.
Just two.
The Raiders
I don't give a fuck about that Deflategate shit. You can miss me with some hand the ball shit.
The Raiders should have went. That's when they started that tuck roll shit.
It don't count.
Tuck rule.
Deflategate. That means both teams got a chance to catch that bitch. If the ball is softer, that means I got a better chance to catch it on defense and offense. Ain't just
you playing with a Nerf ball. I'm sorry. No.
Both of us is playing with it then.
Hey, yeah, Major P, you still low, brother. You still low. Hey, make sure your mic is on. You got the right thing selected on your mic. I think you don't have. So if you got your things plugged in, go to like the little cog and make sure you own your headphones and not the phone. Because I think you got your headphones attached, but it's not coming through your headphone mic. So choose your headphone mic.
But I'm not gonna lie, I do respect Tom Brady because I love quarterbacks anyway. I do respect the fact that he did do a lot with no big name talent when it came to receivers and everything. He made them that. But a lot of the issues that New England's ever had, I don't respect the franchise.
I mean,
I'm never gonna put him over Joe Montana.
That football shit, I don't hear that shit.
I'm never gonna put him over Joe Montana nor Steve Young, dude. I'm never gonna do that.
He's definitely over Steve Young.
Man, Steve Young, man, would run your ass over and kill you out with a.
That ain't a quarterback's job.
Lefty.
That's not his job to run over nobody. He's not better than Tom Brady at all.
And look at their accuracy, dude. Look at their career.
Brady accuracy ain't official.
Who said? I'm saying, look at Steve. If you look up the numbers, look up Steve Young. And Joe Montana's.
Steve Young did it.
They're in the 90s.
Steve Young didn't win until Prime came to the Niners, though. So you can.
But you gotta think,
never go back.
Up Joe Montana. He backed up Joe Montana for years.
That's not. I'm not saying. To me, he's one of the best.
And he got a ring out for that. What are you talking about?
Can you let people speak? He's one of the best left-handed throwers of the football of all time. However, he did play the Chargers, who were an okay team, and they had a great defense. Like you had Prime on.
I don't want to hear that, man. They made it to the.
That's a fact, though. The Chargers
made it to the Super Bowl.
Natron Means and fucking Stan Humphries. Come on, bro. Yeah, Neon, Murray Hanks, fucking Ricky Waters. Like, bro, they was loaded, bro.
Yeah, we was loaded. But it doesn't negate the point. You still got to. You still have to play.
You got to also understand. You got to also understand. You know what to me separates Brady is that whether he not only does he make few mistakes when it counts. Look at when they played the Eagles the second time and they lost. Like the game was like 50-50. Like it was.
Are you talking about that he had the upper hand because the coach knew all the plays?
No, but you can't know all the plays in football because let me
tell you, all the signals and they was cheating, so they could say, "Oh, this is what you need to do."
Spying on.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Another thing. This is. I mean, I'll grant you that, but as a coach. You have to be able to adapt. You know what I heard Shannon say about Shanahan, his coach? Every 4 weeks they were changing up the game, the playbook. Yeah. Every 4 weeks, right? So my thing is, you have to have a contingency on top of a contingency. Bill Belichick is a great coach, but you can out-coach him because I mean that when he beat the Rams, his defensive playbook they have in the Hall of Fame, right? I think it's preposterous to not have him in the Hall of Fame. It's a joke now. It was a joke when T.O. wasn't a first ballot, right? To me, it's a joke. I don't even consider it. I mean,
I think Belichick is overrated.
What?
I don't think so. If you know,
that's one of the best defensive coaches in history.
He ain't never win shit without Tom Brady.
Tom Brady ain't never win without him.
He did win without him. He won a ring in Tampa Bay. Where was you at? Where the hell was you at? He won a ring in Tampa Bay.
And the Giants. You forgetting about the Giants too. He was defensive coordinator.
Oh, Major P, you gotta get your volume together, bro. We can't hear you.
No, I'm on the fucking earpiece. I fixed
Lawrence,
he's a hell of a defensive coordinator.
Hey, so I think you got it on your earpiece, bro, but it's coming through your phone. So just pull.
Lawrence Taylor.
Take the earpiece out. Pause.
Lawrence Taylor went to Bill Parcells. I remember hearing the story. Lawrence Taylor went to Bill Parcells and like, yo, why are you picking this dude Belichick? We don't know who he is, right? And he told him, hey, the last 3 years, the defense we've been running, he created the whole thing. So to me,
he's a great defensive coordinator. I just don't think he's overrated as a coach. As a head coach, he's overrated to me.
Okay, so when you hold a team like the Rams, whether it was with Sean McVay or with the Dick Vermeil Rams to under 20 points, and they're averaging like 30 points, that is a great defensive-minded coach. I don't
like I said, that's defense. That's a coordinator. I'm talking about a head coach. He had Ty Law. He had Lawyer Malloy. It ain't like he had some scrubs. He had some of the best defenders in the league.
Are y'all taking into account that they changed rules for Tom Brady too? Like when they played the Raiders?
Even if you look at
man, that's a manufactured guy. That's a manufactured legend.
Even if you look,
Tom Brady is not known for no deep passes except for when he had Moss. Y'all remember that? All you gotta do is throw the ball up to Moss. Moss gonna make the play. Brady is not an accurate downfield thrower. He's a
fantastic. Do you hear this blasphemy, bro? We've been hearing some blasphemy for the last 15 minutes.
He's a dink and dunk quarterback. That's what he's great at. Dinking and dunking.
So when he had Deion Branch, he was dinking and dunking.
Huh?
At Deion Branch.
All he had to do was air it out to Deion, dude. Deion was a beast, bro.
Deion was
He's from the Ville.
He's one of the very few. He's one of the very few.
And didn't he get MVP, Deion?
Yeah.
He was one of the very few. You have to be an excellent, like outside of a Josh Allen and a Matt Stafford, how their offense is created. Well, you have the double tight end option, right? So you got Hernandez on one side and Gronkowski on the other, right?
I remember that. Yep.
You see how like Stafford, they have like 3 or 4 tight ends. Like to me, that's like, and your team is based off of that, and you don't have outside of your slot receiver being Wes Welker or Jules.
Oh, Edmund.
That's greatness right there. You don't have to be.
Let me tell you why Stafford does that.
You don't have to be a great. You can ask anybody that's coached football. You do not have to be the greatest thrower of the football to be a great quarterback.
We know Flacco. We know.
Now let me say something about the Stafford point you made though, real quick, OG.
It's been plenty of quarterbacks that were kind of trash, but they defenses, won the games.
Let me say something real quick about your Stafford point. Stafford never had a good line. He had to put 3 tight ends in the box for him to get blocked. That's what that's for, not for what you talking about. You feel me?
Yeah, but those tight ends.
That was for his protection. He was like one of the most Stafford's career. He's probably the most sacked quarterback we ever seen.
Nah, I would say it's probably maybe like somebody like a Brett Favre.
I mean, I'm not sure if that statement is a fact. I'm not
definitely right for the. Let me say this real quick. No, so he definitely right for the Detroit years, hands down, without a doubt.
Yeah, like I could just look at the game and see that. And I ain't looking at no numbers, so you might be right as far as numbers. I'm not.
He's talking about numbers. The Detroit years, bro. Again, like that was a blessing for Matthew Stafford to find.
Yeah, Matthew's never had protection.
Oh, you know who might have.
I got to let him finish the statement, y'all. I got to let him go ahead.
Nah, I'm done.
I want to say, you know who got sacked definitely more times than Stafford? Andrew.
Brother, you got to let him finish talking, brother. He was. Fantastic.
Go ahead. You go.
Go ahead. Who you saying, Ezra?
I said Andrew Luck for sure.
Yeah, that's another one. But
Yeah,
he had a good offensive around him because he's coming out of that pit man and
much
lineage. You feel me? So he kind of
you know why he used to get hit so much. He left before.
That's true though. That's
before
true.
When he came back, right before he said he was gonna retire, he had like lacerated like ribs.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that.
Some of his organs were like
fucked up. Yeah,
like.
But y'all talking this Brady ain't that good type stuff. Like
I mean, let's talk about it. Illa, what you saying?
I know what I'm saying.
Nah, let's talk about it. How you reveal Brady?
The point I said was Belichick is overrated as a head coach.
How?
And I think he is because I never see him do anything as a head coach without Tom Brady.
You don't think that's on purpose though?
No,
I think he's not that good. Make Tom look like a legend.
So why he ain't doing when he leave?
All right, so let me ask you another question.
Vrabel just got there and they already in the Super Bowl.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Tom Brady, right? TB, right? Tampa Bay, TB, right? Y'all don't see that correlation? That's a manufactured shit, my nigga. That's a manufactured shit, bro. He went to a team that had one of the best defenses. He did the same thing Kevin Durant doing right now. Listen. Let me get this off. Because I'm gonna go into
Brady was in the Epstein files.
I'm gonna go into 2 sports and show y'all something. The same thing Kevin Durant is doing in Houston is the same thing Tom Brady did in Tampa Bay.
So
Kevin Durant,
Durant about to get the championship.
Let me get it off, Phil. Let me get it off, bro, because I'm gonna forget it. Kevin Durant went to a team that was in the Western Conference Finals last year, nigga. So this year, if y'all pay attention to basketball, like, because I do, I know y'all do as well. If y'all notice in the last week, who they blaming who in Houston, who are they blaming for their defensive lapses?
I don't know because I ain't from basketball before.
Sengun, the best player on their team.
That's a stretch. Whoa.
They're blaming Sengun for not holding it down on deep. Hold on, fantastic. Hold on, bro. Right. Why throughout Kevin Durant's whole career, we never asked this nigga to rebound, play defense. All we ever do is talk about this nigga dropping 30 points. Why? Why we never asking these niggas to raise their game higher?
Let's get to it. So let me reply to you. First and foremost, especially his years in fucking
OKC.
No, not OKC. Especially his years in fucking
Phoenix.
Warriors, when he had actual help. Bro, he's one of the best help defenders.
He was.
Hands down. What are you talking about?
Yes, he was.
Listen, I'll give you credit. He made more effort.
Let me rock, bro. I let you all your shit out, right?
My bad.
We good. So no, he was one of the best help fucking defenders, bro. And he actually had the chance. Bro, you can't listen. The two-way defender has been very few and far between, bro. Elite on both sides. You might have 5 guys, bro. Jordan,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So again, that wasn't his job. And again, you got to think too in the OKC year.
I don't like that. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that's not his job. It's not his job. He's on the fucking basketball court.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna say it. So hold on.
Yo, we pride ourselves in we propped up these half-ass players too much.
It's not half-ass players, bro.
You know what's crazy about that? He'll say that, but then he'll say, where do you rank LeBron then, if that's the case? Because LeBron stopped playing defense like 10 years ago.
Where I rank LeBron?
Yeah. If you're gonna say that,
LeBron is better than KD, but he ain't one of my best, nigga. What you talking about?
Go ahead. Fantastic.
No, I'm just saying. So defensively, bro, overall, KD is still a better fucking defender than LeBron has been.
Bro? Like, I need to stop that shit.
Bro,
what
you gotta go.
Kevin Durant have on defense? And now that we called him out,
he was a top 10 defender.
This week they called out Sengun. So now the league is actually paying attention. Now Kevin Durant is actually
we moving the goalpost. I'm trying to figure out how you correlated Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl.
I was about to bring it back. We stopped doing that.
Based on your analysis, and the Houston Rockets are going to win the Super Bowl, right? I mean, win the championship, right?
That's what they propped it up.
They're not going to win.
I'll bet. Hey, I'll take that $100 right now. Hey, we shake on 100 right now. I'll take that.
I'm not betting on Houston to win. I'm not rooting for them. But
Brady won it.
They're not even
making the Lucas, the KDs. Y'all not seeing what's going on?
Well, no, I got
But
you.
I'm gonna tie it back. I'm gonna tie it back to the Tampa Bay.
What was their
Houston
record that last Super Bowl?
My point with the Houston shit was Kevin Durant went to a team that was in the Western
What was their record? What was
Finals
Tampa
last
Bay's
year.
record?
So him coming over there, if they
The
win,
Bucks was
they're gonna
not
say
in the
the
Super
reason they
Bowl
won is
or the
because of Kevin
NFC
Durant.
Championship before the year Brady got there. They was
I know,
nowhere
I'm
near
saying,
none of
but
that.
I'm saying the year that they win the Super
The
Bowl, what was their
Bucks,
record?
it was not in the playoffs, and
The
they was
Bucks
not in
had-
the
the
NFC
Bucks
They
had
had the
Championship.
Jameis
number
Winston.
one
I'm
defense in the
saying
league.
No, they did not.
No, they won.
The Bucks had
They had a
Jameis-
good offense.
They had the
No, they didn't even
the
have a
Bucks did
good
not have
offense.
a great offense before Brady got
The
there.
Bucks had Jameis Winston. He had like 30 picks and 30 touchdowns.
That's my
You said
point. That's not a great
They was
offense.
not in the playoffs or nothing, though.
But you said they had a great offense before Brady got
No,
there.
they
Jameis ain't a
did. They
great
had
offense.
weapons.
That's
They didn't have a
erratic
quarterback. They had a good offense. They didn't have a
Yeah,
quarterback.
they definitely
Yeah,
had.
They
They
had
had
a
Jerry
hey,
Rice.
listen,
They had
teams around the
Godwin.
league got great
They had-
offenses. Sometimes you got to put
They
the
had
pieces
Leonard
together.
Fournette.
No, they had
a quarterback.
and they had Shaq Barrett. They had a good defense.
I like Tampa Bay before Brady got there. Don't
But
get it
they
fucked
was
up.
not in the. But they was not a contender.
But
They
they
wasn't
never-
in the playoffs.
they never-
or
They had the
NFC
number one
championship.
defense though.
But what
But
I'm saying
brother,
is because their
listen,
division.
you said the Rockets was in the. You said
No,
what was the
we
Rockets?
talking about the
Hold on, because you
championship.
compared
We
them to
not
the Rockets.
even
Hold on,
talking about the
slow down, brother. Slow down. You compared them to the Rockets. The Rockets was where last year?
The Western Conference Finals, I believe.
The Bucks was not nowhere near that before Brady got there.
I understand that point.
So the correlation don't really stick.
Yes, it does, because
No,
when
it
you go to a
doesn't,
team that
bro.
has the number one defense, all you need is a fucking quarterback. That's my point, brother.
No, that's not
So
it.
you said the Bucks had number one defense before Brady got there? Let's look it up.
I believe their defense was top.
We're gonna look it
top
up.
10, bro. Top 5. They had a great defense before
They
Brady
did not
got
have
there.
a great defense because
Wow.
Jameis
You
Winston
said
had
for the
to outthrow the
You
whole.
see, I'm not a nigga. I might be wrong because I'm not a nigga who look at the stat sheet.
they
I'm talking
did
about
not.
my eyes seeing.
You know
the
how
game.
you
We
know
have
they
to
didn't have.
your
let me
eyes
tell you,
could
let me
lie
tell
to you
you.
because if they don't have they got a top 10 defense, they not a top 10 defense.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
The stats gonna tell us what their top 10 defense, not
The
ours.
Rockets didn't make it to the Western Conference Finals last year.
something.
Hold on.
They definitely did.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying that's
Let
what
me
Yeah,
Rockets
You know
got
why
made
they
it to the
didn't have a
Finals.
great? They didn't have a great defense.
Jalapeno Ruffles.
Their head coach.
They get,
Their head coach was Bruce Arians.
The
Bruce
sour
Arians
cream and onion.
Bruce
like,
Arians.
yeah.
Playboy, man, come on, bro.
Bruce
Need 'em
Arians. Bruce Arians was the quarterback coach for Ben Roethlisberger. They had defensive talent, but that was an offensive minded team, right? So
I don't think so.
no, it was because
about
that's why you had that.
You talking about the Buck? You talking about Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right?
I'm talking about the Jameis Winston, Bruce
Bucks.
Arians, Tampa
Yeah,
Bay
before
Bucks.
Brady got there, right? I think
Yeah.
that was the defensive team.
That
in
was
my
not a defensive team because you had Jameis Winston throwing over 30 touchdowns and 30 picks.
Their offense was
They will
shit.
always find. They will always. If you're a defensive team, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run the ball. You're not gonna pass.
I mean, the defenses was in the game and be
No,
him
let me
throwing
explain.
30 picks. That was
your
fucking
your
the games up for them.
defensive scheme. What defenses want? You're gonna run. You're gonna run the ball and stop the run. Right. That's how it works. Because the more you run the ball, the more the clock is gonna bleed out, and it gives your time, your defense to rest. They were they were chucking it the whole time, especially.
Nah, I
It
agree
was
with that
7-9, bro.
7-9.
And,
Okay.
and let me say this too. They
Hey,
had
Brady
pretty
went to
good.
the Super
But yo,
Bowl with them next year.
Illa. Dallas
Oh.
finished 7-9. Dallas don't got a good defense, bro. What did you
No.
say? That's
Oh, they-
football. That's how
No, we
football
don't.
is.
Our defense
To
was
be honest
terrible.
with you,
Bro,
have you
jumping
watched?
around.
Have
This
you
ain't got
watched?
shit to do with Dallas.
No, time out.
The Bucks was
Yeah.
trash
Respectfully.
before Brady got there.
Respectfully.
Brady took him to the Super Bowl his first year.
Respectfully,
Ain't got shit to do with the Cowboys or the Rockets.
have
Brady
you
is
watched?
just that good, bro.
No, he's
Have
not.
you
That's
watched-
a
They gave you shit
manufactured
Cowboys.
legend, my nigga.
Have you watched?
That's
Have
a
you watched?
manufactured legend.
Have you watched the Cowboys the last 2 years, bro?
Who, me?
Yes.
I haven't really watched football the
That's
last 2
what I'm
years.
saying. You can't say that, bro. They're the worst team in the last 2 years.
Who, Cowboys?
No, I didn't know that. Now
You
you're
said the
just
Cowboys?
talking crazy.
On
Now you're just
defense.
talking crazy. They are
I
not
know
the
that. The
worst
Cowboys
team in the
ain't shit.
NFL in the
They
last
need
2
to
years.
get rid of
They
that.
were
They
in the
are
first round.
bottom two.
They would have to first of all.
Defensive stars
No,
have been hurt
we
the
ain't
last
going to
2
say
years,
anything now.
Dallas.
If you're the worst team in the league, there's a metric for that. It's called the first overall pick in the draft. Am I correct?
I said
Is that-
on defense.
and record.
Let me explain.
Oh, now you're cleaning it up. Now it's on defense.
I
You ain't say
said-
that first.
I said they would.
You said they're the worst team in the league.
I said on defense. That's what I said.
They wasn't even the worst on defense.
They're
They
not-
was near the
People
bottom.
in the
They wasn't
chat.
the worst,
People
though.
in the chat. I said, didn't I say deep? Let me explain why.
They were near the bottom. They wasn't the bottom.
No,
Dallas?
let me
Dallas is
explain
not the worst
why.
defensive
Let
team
me-
at
yes,
all.
They are, because this is what happened. They got George Pickens and they got CeeDee Lamb, right? Schottenheimer is his dad. What his dad was known for, being the coach.
Offense.
Oh, exactly.
Bro,
Martin.
what the fuck this got to do with
Nah,
the
let
worst
me
team
see where it go with
statistically?
it.
Like, we know who Schottenheimer is.
No,
We know
can you let me finish?
Where is the number? Hold on. Where is the statistical proof that the Cowboys was the worst defensive team?
I don't agree with that ever. The Cowboys never been the
You
worst.
talking about what you
Cowboys,
feel?
the Cowboys were
Hold on,
the
hold on, I
worst.
got it right here. So, no, wait.
Y'all use stats too much,
by,
bro.
by
Nah,
ranking,
No, you got to know stats when you talking about sports.
Okay.
Nah, but
Illa, if I'm right, I wanna host a
I
panel.
got you just real quick. So yeah, by the
y'all
ranking,
gonna be manipulated by LeBron's whole career then.
No, I don't think he the best.
Hold on. So by the rankings, Cowboys were ranked 30 as defense for the season. Number
But
30.
this season, this year,
That's not the worst.
Illa, I know that face. I know that face. Thank you.
That's not the worst.
that is
That's
the
bottom
I mean,
three.
that's
Illa, come on, man.
yeah, but,
It ain't
you know,
the
but it ain't the worst.
He said the worst team first. First you said the worst team.
Yeah, the
then
worst
you
is
went
the
to
worst.
defense.
Fact.
I
You
said
said the team. Then you
They
went to
were
defense.
worse. They were the worst in passing defense.
Damn.
And
Because they ain't even have Diggs all year though. No
yeah,
funny.
they were the worst in passing
it
defense.
does not
That's
matter.
all
You know
right.
what? Let me
Damn,
say-
you don't fuck with
now,
Diggs on defense?
now you're gonna make me seem like I'm the Madden king of the space.
He's a playmaker on defense.
Diggs,
He catch picks, but he don't got no
you know
But
what?
his head not in the game. I understand.
No,
what you're saying.
no. Diggs is a ball hawk, but he can get.
He takes chances.
He
That's
takes
give
the
him a lot of
problem,
yards.
right?
A lot of
He's a
big
risk
plays,
taker.
though.
they figured out a scouting report on him, and he gets burnt. He's been getting
Every
burnt
time. Nah, you
ever
kind of
since-
right with that.
Ever since I'm telling you, bro, I know football. Like I'm a
Yeah,
little
nah, you got it.
He
him.
is dependent on the pass rush.
No,
Right,
it's
right,
not.
right.
It's
Yes,
not.
it is. It is. The pass
You
rush
know,
helps the corners. That's
what
basic
somebody said in the
football
chat.
Can I
101.
ask a question?
Somebody
Is
said
it
in
just
the chat.
me?
Think
No,
about
he
it.
said
When he had the most picks, you got to think Micah was getting 12 sacks a season.
Yeah.
So when you got a pass rush, that shortens the time the quarterback has. So
Bro.
that's why those double moves were
Okay,
going
the ball out.
Okay,
Hold on,
see,
y'all,
so
hold
now
on,
you're
hold on,
gonna.
bro. We
Now,
can't talk over each other. Hold on. Diggs falls for double moves. You don't have
Right.
time to do double moves when the pass rush is in your face
Right
like
there.
that.
You got to get it off. Right.
Because Dallas, you forgot, Dallas was top 5 defense just a year ago,
No,
a year or two ago. Yeah,
Right.
3
they
years
was-
ago.
They
Nah,
was-
they
2
was
years
along
ago.
the lines. I
3
don't
years
agree with
ago.
Iltastic.
And in those years, Diggs was leading the league in picks or top 10 picks. Even Bland had like 7 picks. So they were heavily dependent. Our secondary was heavily dependent on our
On the
pass
pressure.
rush.
Pressure.
Let me explain it. Somebody back me up in the chat. Diggs is an undisciplined DB. I just said that. He's a
He
ball
is.
hawk. He takes too
That
many.
doesn't discount my point that he's
No.
undisciplined.
But
That means
here's-
that's why he depended so much on the pass rush. Because in coverage, he gets exposed. But if the
Once-
quarterback got 2 seconds to throw it, he's
Once-
taking it to the crib.
Yeah, he gonna take that.
I'm
Right.
like, if people are agreeing with me in the chat.
You gotta take the risk, though, man. You gotta take the risk, though.
Hold on, let me say this shit real quick.
All right,
Go
what you
ahead,
trying-
fantastic. Go ahead.
Just real quick. Let me say this real quick. Hey, get y'all ass out the chat and come up here, nigga. All right, bring y'all. Don't just be arguing from the chat, nigga. Turn your camera on. Put some
Exactly.
glasses on. Put a Santa Claus mask on, nigga. We
Nigga
want to
said
hide
put
the
a
face.
Santa Claus.
Let me
Get
say
your
it.
ass up here, nigga. Stop typing in the chat.
You know when
Damn up niggas.
the Dallas started to deteriorate the last 2 years. Once they lost, and the irony is that DeMarcus Lawrence, he's playing for the Seattle right now. Once they lost him in free agency, then you don't have enough men on the defensive line that you can rotate out, right?
I agree with that.
Rotating men out, just like when that's why the Eagles won, because
They got rid of all of their good.
They had Sweat and they had the 2 other dudes from Georgia. I forgot their name. The one that spit on Dak Prescott and the other dude. And then they had Sweat, who plays for Chicago right now.
Okay,
They rotate them out, right? These
No, he don't play for Chicago.
Isn't it for the Eagles?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Sweat.
Sweat, isn't it Sweat on the Eagles or the Redskins or something like that?
He left the Eagles in free agency after the Super Bowl. I forgot where he plays, but
I think he's in Jacksonville. I think.
I like that Jacksonville team. Shout out Jacksonville.
That played.
I like that young team.
That's not the same Sweat that played for Washington.
It's not.
That's not the same one.
Montez Sweat.
Right?
Montez Sweat is who. Montez Sweat is who the Birds got that play for the Washington.
There you go.
Commanders. Yeah.
There you go.
That's not you talking about Josh Sweat.
Okay, that's somebody different.
I think he's in.
He mixed up. So, like I said, the pass rush from when we had a good defense, our pass rush complemented our secondary. When we couldn't put pressure on the quarterback, it exposed Bland and it exposed Diggs. They're not that good in coverage. They're good at jumping passes.
And that's why I said they don't.
When that pressure's in your face.
But that's why
we don't have the pass rush right now. We got an up the middle pass rush, but we about to get that edge stick too.
I like that. I like that linebacker.
That's why I was telling you that they don't. This is why I was pointing at. They don't have they have to outthrow you to be able to win the Cowboys. They have to outthrow. That's why they had. That's why.
Yeah, now. But I'm talking about when we were a good defense. This how we.
But here's the thing.
How y'all feel about Dak Prescott though?
Let me just say this. I kind of iffy about that. Because when it came to the playoffs, Green Bay spanked them. I figured you a Cowboys fan. You kind of the way you
Green Bay did not spank nobody.
No, they did. No, they did.
When?
When we went to the playoffs last time we went to the playoffs, Green Bay did spank us. Yes, they did.
Dak got robbed on the catch.
But you jumping all over the place though. You know what I mean? You ain't really substantiate your argument though. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely did beat us. But like I said, the pass rush is dependent on the secondary, dependent on the pass rush. The Houston Rockets ain't got nothing to do with Brady.
I ain't been on football.
Belichick ain't never win shit without Tom Brady. He's a good defensive coordinator, but he's never won anything without Brady. Vrabel just got there and got Drake made a bunch of plumbers in the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear that Belichick shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. He ain't never nothing. He ain't never won nothing without Tom Brady. He came ahead.
Tom Brady was hurt. He had a backup.
We know this.
Hold on, bro. When he became a head coach after he was a defensive coordinator with the Giants, he became the head coach for who? The Cleveland Browns. The motherfuckers were so bad that they turned into the Baltimore Ravens. So let's not act like this guy is a great head coach. Let's put Tom Brady from Pro Bowl defenders. And when he lost Brady, he never went back.
That ain't why that ain't why they turned it to the Baltimore.
You know you got to build a team.
The Ravens right now, bro. You was there.
You said Cleveland.
I said I was there.
They turned into the Ravens, bro.
God damn, Illa, what are you trying to say? I'm old.
Illa trying to kill Belichick's shit, man.
You know you my boy.
Yo, Illa, when Brady was hurt, then the backup run 6 and they had 2 backups. Brissett is one. Am I wrong, people?
Jacoby Brissett, and you talking about
Brissett.
And then there was another one before him. Jones, Daniel Jones.
No. You talking about the one that
Matt Jones ain't win nothing, bro.
No, Jimmy G. You talking about Jimmy G?
No, I'm not talking about him.
Garoppolo. Okay,
he's talking about the one that used to play. The one that played the UFC, and they. I
don't agree with that statement, Il.
The one that took.
I just named 2 quarterbacks right there for you.
When Brady tore his ACL, I know what you're talking about. Hink, we can't hear you though.
Come on, yo, bro. That team was a manufacturer. Let me tell you something. Because politics bleed into sports, bro. So when shit going crazy around the world, we're giving the chips to the
you do now.
We gotta feel patriotic, don't we?
Let me say this though.
That's a manufactured team.
I can't. If you look at how
to all the Boston people, love ya.
If you look at how the Patriots won, I can't give them to say, what's Drake May has 5 touchdowns and 5 turnovers. I can't.
That's
say
another manufacturer.
I can't. That's why I'm saying when y'all say, just because the stats don't show everything, it's like they had the easiest runs through to make it to the Super Bowl.
Pippen is one of the best evidence.
Hold on. The easiest. The Houston Tech, they beat the Texans, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Let me explain.
All the analysts are trying to say that the Patriots had the easiest road this season. They had the weakest schedule this season.
One, they had.
It's not even supposed to beat them. It's supposed to be playoffs in the
Let me say, the Texans had the best defense in the AFC.
Let me explain.
But that's not their fault though. That's not their fault though. The road was easy. You don't schedule your NFL regular season. You don't schedule the playoff. So you play who you got to play.
He's trying to say he's trying to make it as though like he's bringing that up towards against Bill Belichick and say, Vrabel won in his second year, or he made it to the Super Bowl in the second year. I'm saying this. CJ
first year.
Yeah, first year. CJ Stroud
less talent than Belichick ever had.
No. CJ Stroud
got a hell of a defense, Ella.
CJ Stroud.
You can't name me one person over there.
Let me say, CJ Stroud had four picks.
Don't be trying to put
Cloudy. Was it Cloudy over there? Not no more.
Mr. Williams, I believe in you. I believe you can.
CJ Stroud.
That's what I'm
saying. CJ Stroud.
Look, that done threw me off because I've been thinking about Seattle's damn roster and shit out.
No, let me say this.
I ain't talking
First of all, they had a bye week, and that's okay. You play who you play, and it is what it is.
Who had a bye week?
The Patriots.
They earned it.
No, they didn't. They didn't have no bye week.
Well,
only the number one seed get a bye week.
Look, man, come on, bro.
I ain't been paying attention, so I can't.
Oh no, it was them, bro. I apologize. Okay, my bad. But CJ Stroud had 4 picks. They were playing against Stidham, right? And all they won by a field goal, 10-7.
It was a snowstorm.
What game was that? That was
regardless of who you played. You think you can play football in the snow? And if it's a playoff game in a snowstorm, bro, that's hard, bro.
If you win by one,
have you ever seen Joe Burrow? Have you ever seen Joe Burrow play in the snow?
You ain't seen Joe Burrow do shit.
No,
in the playoffs, no.
Yes,
on the road, in the playoffs.
The thing about it, both teams had a plan.
Seen Joe Burrow
play. The tough rule.
Both teams had a plan.
Let me ask you a question.
Both teams had a plan. So
have you seen Joe Burrow on the road in the playoffs playing a snowstorm?
Yo, they pushing Joe Burrow.
He's done it twice.
They pushing Joe Burrow as the face.
He played against the Bills. He used to destroy the Bills. He destroyed.
So he beat the Bills in a snowstorm in the playoffs.
Yes.
Fantastic. Can we fact check that? Because
that's 7 years ago.
I think he's right. That's like a couple years ago. But that's
who?
Bro, you cannot debate me. I'm a man.
He beat you. I mean,
right now you strike it out, man.
That
man said you said man said that New England had a bye. They didn't have a bye. Only one team gets a bye.
No, let me tell you, Joe Burrow plays great.
Joe Burrow played in a snowstorm in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Are
like
you sure that wasn't no man?
Like 2-3 years ago.
You sure that wasn't a season game?
10 years
Oh man,
ago.
Illa. No, Illa, he right.
That's in his franchise. He got his homies.
Illa, he right.
Nah,
man,
he right.
They played in a snowstorm. Man, they played in a snowstorm.
It was a season. He got an online season. He running with his friends.
Yeah.
But they pushing Joe Burrow as the face, but Joe Burrow ain't been winning.
They're not pushing Joe Burrow as the face, bro.
No,
what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, no way.
Before this year, they wasn't pushing Joe Burrow as
What's the argument?
Anything you have Josh Allen.
They're not pushing
and this is before they won anything.
Just real quick. If they're pushing anybody, if they're trying to push anybody to be the face of the league, is Josh Allen, bro. Hands down.
We already know that. That's
but you just said it was Joe Burrow.
But we're talking about the young talent that came in after them.
Joe Burrow is the same age as Josh Allen. They about to be 30.
They didn't come in the same time.
They both the same age.
But my point is, so what y'all talking about? The leagues don't look for faces of their league? What y'all talking about?
No,
they in the same group though.
You're saying
so
is
my point is they pushing Burrow to be one of the faces, and Burrow ain't.
He's already one of the faces.
You said one of the faces.
He's already one of the faces of the league.
But to me, he ain't this shit.
Exactly.
How am I jumping around?
Because we know he didn't accomplish nothing. But first,
you realize
he's one of the faces.
You realize Patrick Mahomes is the face of the league right now.
Let me ask a better question. Why
Patrick Mahomes is the face of the league, though. That's who's the face of the league.
Because he's good. All the good. Hold on. Let's not complicate something very simple. Every league, every year, got a handful of players.
We know that.
Football, baseball, basketball, that they use in promotion and advertising.
We know that.
25 lists. Joe Burrow is on that list. Lamar Jackson is on that list.
Tyreek Hill is on that list.
It's not, but you're making it seem like they're pushing a person. No, he's just in a group of players that are pushed because he's good. That's not breaking news.
Why they not pushing Lawrence before Joe Burrow?
But they're not putting Lawrence Taylor. I mean Trevor Lawrence. I assume that's who you're talking about.
Because Trevor
Lawrence is not even on that list.
That was a horrible comparison.
He's nowhere near those guys. Year, bro.
Well, look, let me say this: Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow's got about the same amount of national commercials. If you look,
Hank got the floor. Go ahead.
So if you look at on a national level, Joe Burrows and Trevor Lawrence got the same amount of national commercials. If you look between the two of them, Mahomes is the face of the league, man. He's been the face. He's going to continue to be face. Now he may take a hit because he's going to miss most of the regular season this year. But they will. Josh Allen will be the next man up. If Mahomes can't be that man, it's going to be Josh Allen. He can sell it. Now,
or you know who I think.
Let me ask you this: what started this?
What y'all talking about? Drake
what started it?
He's the face.
Now, yeah, if he wins, he will. If Sam Darnold win it, they're not gonna push him.
They're still not gonna make him, but
they're not gonna make him.
Push him. I think
they gotta push him. Hold on, no.
They'll give him a hey, fantastic. They'll give him a I'm going to Disney World commercial, and then that'll be it.
It'll be like
Sam Darnold. They'll do a Campbell soup. They'll do a Campbell soup commercial with him. They will do a I'm going to Disney World, and maybe a couple car dealerships.
Lawrence probably got the strongest arm.
Where's your wallet?
Who cares what his arm is? He has the accomplishments that they got.
I understand. He made
Joe Milton got
the this year.
Listen, bro. Joe Milton is a backup.
2-3 years.
Listen, you said strong arm. Who cares? Joe Milton is a backup for Dallas.
Lawrence made the playoffs this year. Burrow ain't made the playoffs in like the last 2-3 years.
Great. Joe Milton is the backup for Dallas for Dak Prescott.
Yo, you my nigga, but you wrong right now, bro.
It doesn't matter. Having a strong arm don't mean you better than somebody.
All right, I'm past the strong arm.
That's what you said. You said
Lawrence
you got the
made
arm,
the playoffs, bro.
Hold on, bro. So let me rock. Yeah, let me rock real quick, bro. Hold on.
Trevor go?
When?
He never went.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. He's talking about Burrow was in the Super Bowl. They've been pushing Burrow since he came in the fucking league. What college?
You just. I guess. Go ahead, fantastic. I guess.
Yeah. So Major P, what I'm trying to tell you, bro, I'm in Jacksonville, dog. Okay.
What that mean?
Trevor Lawrence was written off by his third season, fam. He's written off. Nobody was looking at Trevor Lawrence. Hold on. He carried. Hold on, I'm about to tell you, fam. So he was carrying the fucking national championship. He was a fucking 6'6" fucking quarterback, pocket guy, whatever. He had decent mobility, and he went to the Jaguars, and it was super duper promise. The problem is he went to the Jaguars, fam.
Exactly. So what you expecting from him?
Hear me out, bro. So like you said, Joe Burrow was in what? He was in the Super Bowl second season.
Yeah. The Bengals
ain't no Hall of Fame, all NFL team. It's the
Bengals. Third season.
The Bengals. Hold on. The Bengals was better set up at the time in Jacksonville. As a team,
so you got two guys.
All they needed was a quarterback.
You saying all they need, but bro, you got to have results.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. You can't get a push. You can't get a push if you don't have astronomical numbers or you don't have astronomical.
Yes, you can. No, you can't. What college you went to?
That don't matter, bro.
What does that mean? Josh Allen went.
Hold on, bro. So Major P. So now give me the guy that was pushed as the fucking face of the league. He came in the first 3 years. He didn't do shit in the NFL, and he was still pushed as the fucking. He didn't have numbers and he didn't have a record. Tell me the guy. Go.
Maybe Baker.
Stop it. No. You can't do it. You can't do it.
I could actually if you
not even Baker. No.
Baker was
can't say Baker, and you can't say what's
you asked me a question that even allowed me to answer, my nigga.
No, he said Baker, so he responded to him. So answer.
No, somebody else said Baker. Go ahead, bro. You got it. Go ahead. Somebody else said.
Azrael said Baker.
So Baker Mayfield? That's who you talking about?
He said Baker.
He asked you.
I was still thinking. I was about to say like Lamar, but I like Lamar.
No, Lamar made it to the.
Lamar, yeah, that's what I was about. That's what I was saying. I was about to go down the list.
Hold on, that don't help. No, hold on.
I'm gonna admit, I haven't been watching football like these last.
So what are we talking about?
But I pay attention.
And you need to learn, nigga.
Azrael said, "Start playing more Madden, and you'll get all your knowledge. You get all your knowledge. Start playing Madden. That's all."
But again, the criteria, bro, would be this, right? I said accomplishments.
My guy, Azrael, right on.
Fucking Lamar won fucking Rookie of the Year, did he not?
Yeah, he was in the Super Bowl, all that, right? So Lamar is not.
Lamar didn't go to the Super Bowl.
Lamar's
his numbers were crazy, bro.
Damn, bro. Yeah. Where have you been?
Bro. Maybe you watch basketball. He doesn't watch football, y'all.
Yeah, I fell off football. I could have sworn Lamar got to the Super Bowl like 2 years ago.
When this segment is up, you need to go on mute then.
Yeah, Lamar.
This is crazy.
Come on, big dog. Don't be like that.
You said Trevor Lawrence never went to Super Bowl. Like, come on, brother.
So what that mean? We was talking about him
he's not better than people who have win. That's what it means.
Yeah, ain't nobody
comparing him to Joe Burrow. We wasn't comparing
Joe Burrow went to Super Bowl.
Joe Burrow was in his first 3 seasons. Joe Burrow had crazy numbers.
So
Joe Burrow, like I said,
he didn't. Lawrence's numbers are not
what
crazy.
What team is Lawrence on though?
No, you can't keep changing the subject. No.
What you mean I can't keep changing it?
The Bengals don't have a history of greatness. You act like the Bengals are all world beaters.
Hey,
The Bengals is
hold on,
ass.
wait. Hey, look, what? That was the first time the Bengals even been to the Super Bowl in 20 plus years.
20 years.
I like Joe Burrow. Don't get it fucked up. I like the Bengals. Chase, I like that squad. Don't get it fucked up.
Like him.
But my point is,
they
were pushing them to the. They was pushing them. They was pushing
because he's better. They always push the better player to the media. That's not nothing new.
The media has been wrong too, bro.
You muted again.
The media has been wrong too.
But they not wrong about
1990 was the last time the Cincinnati, I think, went to the Super Bowl. 89, 90 season.
Joe Burrow at now?
What metric is Joe Burrow not better than?
03, 02, right?
What does Lawrence do that Joe Burrow don't?
It's over 30 years.
Yeah,
1990.
30.
I was born in 94. So yeah, that's definitely.
I like the Bengals.
What has Trevor Lawrence done that Joe Burrow hasn't done?
I don't think Lawrence did anything Joe Burrow has.
So what are we talking about?
Bowl or nothing.
So what are we talking about?
We talking about the actual skill. You talking about accomplishment?
The skill. How do you measure skill? You measure skill about what?
Yards and TDs.
How do you measure skill at quarterback?
If I was bet money on top of my head, Major P, I would say Joe Burrow probably has twice the number of motherfucking touchdowns as Trevor Lawrence, bro.
I mean, he has a better team. He got a better.
I ain't a better team when he in the playoffs and Joe Burrow was at home.
Major P, I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this.
His team was set up better. He got pieces around him. Lawrence got a team this year.
Let me explain.
And they at home.
He built up to get a better team. He made the playoffs.
Major P, let me explain something to you.
Trevor Lawrence is not that guy.
Before this year, they considered Trevor Lawrence a bust. Let me explain to you why.
Yes.
He had Urban Myers, and it didn't work out. People could say, "Oh, it was Urban Myers was the issue because he had his stuff going off the field, right?" Then he had Doug Peterson, and that didn't work out. And the main factor was because he'll have one great game, and then as soon as he come in the playoffs,
I agree with all of that.
Let me finish. Once he'll get into the playoffs, he'll have like 3 picks in a playoff game in the first round, right?
Okay.
And then they got rid of Doug Peterson. Once you get rid of your second coach, and you're still like a quarterback under 5 years, they're like, okay, now you have to prove to us why we should keep the coach over you. So he was considered borderline bust if Liam Cohen didn't come in and help him to be a better quarterback and make better decisions with the ball.
Nah, I understood.
They're 13-4 this year. The team was deep. The team ain't a bad team. They're a good team. You win 13 games in the NFL, you good.
Justin Herbert's not overrated. He just don't got a great O-line. He's actually underrated in my opinion because he broke his hand this year. He's been balling out. They lost 2 of their tackles this year. Like it's
a better team too.
And Joe Burrow missed like 6 games. So if they so good, why they ain't win without him?
You asking me?
What? Repeat that again? Can you repeat that again?
Joe Burrow, didn't he miss like half the season?
I don't think that team is that good right now.
He also got injured too. But their issue is
since they don't have an offensive line.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. It's more deeper than just Joe Burrow.
The offensive line, he runs,
and he still had better numbers than a lot of people with no offensive line.
And they spent most of their money. They spent most of the money on their wide receivers.
I think he's way better than Lawrence.
To me, they got
$240 million in 2 receivers.
Yeah, they should have never.
That's what they invested in.
They should have never gave T. Higgins that money. What they should have done is go in the draft and get another wideout or get a tight end and build up their offensive line. You see how
that's what Jacksonville.
You see how great Caleb. You see how great Caleb looks. I don't know if you guys been watching Chicago. Like Chicago, Caleb. Caleb. Let me.
I ain't sold on Caleb.
No.
I'm just gonna listen to him.
Right, I want to hear this shit. But you Chicago though.
Let me explain something. Once they got Joe Tooney, and they off left tackle they got him from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Like Kansas City,
he just got way. The running game got better. DJ Moore had more time.
Sometimes it's the pieces around. That's my point.
Yeah, but it wasn't just we signed a center, we signed a guard and a tackle. That's what we got.
And I will say this too.
2 of them we traded for, and 1 of them we signed as a free agent.
With the Bengals, they're notoriously cheap. They're like the Mets. Like they don't like to pay nobody, right? And like I said, I don't think you can easily get a wideout, like a wide receiver in the 3rd or 4th round, and just have like a great you can scheme him up. Look at Puka Nacua. Look at he kind of went to the 1st round, but I was gonna say JSN, but a couple of other dudes. What's his name didn't go?
My man did. Let me help you out, brother.
That's rare though. It is not.
You can get any good player in damn near any round. There's not a round you can't get a good player in anymore. It's proven.
What I'm saying is there are certain players that you don't have to necessarily draft in the first round. Like it's not a rarity. Like if you know if you know that there's gonna be a good left tackle in the first round, you're not gonna wait until the third round to pick him up because
you're gonna try to grab that. A left tackle and possibly a QB. Those are one of the two you can easily pick from other rounds for other players, right? You don't got.
I don't necessarily agree with that all the way.
Yeah, me neither. It just depends on your necessity for that team.
See, shout out to Rock BMT. Say I know my stuff. I'm telling you, the left tackle is the hardest position because it's few and far between it.
O-line period is hard to get.
Depends on the quarterback.
Both sides of the ball.
The left tackle.
If you got a right hand quarterback, you got to have a good left tackle.
The left tackle, you have to account for dealing with defensive ends like
Myles Garrett.
Like a Myles Garrett, and then a defensive tackle. You have to be able to have a guard that can block those both.
No, that's true. That's the basis of football.
You know the reason why? Because most quarterbacks are right-handed, so you got to have a good left tackle in order to block for that right-handed quarterback because this is blind side. That's the reason why.
Yeah, what's poppin', fellas? What y'all up here doing, man?
Now let me ask you.
Talk about football.
There's a lot of last-minute statements going on. We just trying to.
Let me talk to Oz. Can I talk to Oz real quick?
We talking about God's sport.
I said
we
one
talking
of the
about God's sport.
Oz, I know I love you first and foremost, right?
Oh, come on. I know it's
hey man, Ham, you talking to the Madden King right there, you know that, Ham? He's a Madden King.
Oz talking too much. I've been listening for 2 minutes. He's been talking for 1 minute and 59 seconds. Yeah, man. Ain't no way,
nigga timed him, bro.
Sometimes you gotta give up.
One like we don't know that. Like we don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta give these guys a platform.
I'm very
he's got a lot to say about Madden and all that good shit.
I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh god!
Oh, I can't.
So, Ellie.
What was the subject, Illa? I kind of just tuned into.
I mean, it got a little all over the place. First, it started with some conspiracy theories about the Brady,
Tom Brady, nigga.
And you know how he correlated. You know, Major P was correlating Brady to the Rockets.
Brady,
I said that Belichick is overrated as a coach.
I
agree. As a coordinator, I think he's great, but as a head coach, I think he's overrated.
Yo, can I say something?
Hold on. I think his best asset was the ability to acquire Tom Brady from the Michigan Wolverines. That's my personal opinion. When Brady wasn't there, he had one little decent year with Matt Castle when they won like 12 games but didn't go to the playoffs. I remember that shit. But I never seen him do anything. You know what I'm saying? And when I see what Vrabel has done in 2 years or 1 year with less talent than Brady's hold on. He had. I didn't see Belichick do anything. So he should have
put that defense together
based on the accomplishments, but I wasn't mad that he wasn't because I think he's overrated as a coach.
You realize he put that defense together. That's his special.
Yeah, that defense won 3, and then Brady went on a 10-year drought.
That defense won more than 3.
No, they didn't.
Let me tell you this.
They won 3 in the beginning when Brady was game manager. Then they went on a 10-year drought. And then he turned it up again and won 3 more without none of that shit.
But when you say
he got exposed.
Well, you got to understand they were also playing against great other teams.
He got exposed,
bro. A drought was a drought. 10 years he took a break.
But you still
where was the Belichick scheme? Where was the defense on them 10 years? Where was
hold on. You can say the same thing about a lot of other coaches. Like Andy Reid had a drought.
Hold on, but I agree with Ella.
He didn't start winning. He didn't start winning until Mahomes came to the team. Like, but he
went to 4 NFC championships with Donovan McNabb, and he went to a Super Bowl.
That's still a
correct. Get that correct. Belichick has never went to a Super Bowl by himself without Tom Brady ever.
See, that argument is
the truth. Andy Reid went to Super Bowl with McNabb, and he went to Super Bowl with Mahomes as a head coach. I know football, bro. Here's
the thing. This is why I don't. This is a disingenuous argument because
how?
Because you don't have. Now I'll say this: my only issue with Belichick is that he wants to be a GM and a coach at the same time.
Now, fuck all that. How is it a disingenuous argument?
Because you didn't have the same level of talent that you had when Brady was there. You didn't have your McCourty. You didn't have your.
He had Terry Glenn and Drew Bledsoe and Curtis Martin. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about afterwards. I'm talking about after Brady left. He didn't have the same.
Vrabel got Drake May in his second year from North Carolina in the Super Bowl.
Drake May is not. Drake May is
a rookie running back.
Drake May is
32-year-old Stephon Diggs.
Drake May is okay. You're gonna watch today. They're not that great.
I don't care what happened today. I'm talking Belichick as an individual head coach has not done anything without Tom Brady. And you don't have the evidence to prove that.
Okay, what about
Andy Reid? You brought up Andy Reid. That was a horrible argument because he did it with two different quarterbacks in two different eras.
He win. See now,
but he went though. Belichick didn't even go to Super Bowl without Brady ever.
That's true.
What does that mean though?
It means he ain't better. It means he ain't a first ballot.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
And he cheated. And he cheated. And he cheated.
Who cheated? Tom Brady? Tom Brady?
Spygate.
So how you put that on Belichick and not Brady?
He's the coach.
He's the quarterback.
Deflategate.
He's the quarterback.
They had Spygate too.
My nigga, do you know they
had two scandals.
They look
had
on
two
their
scandals.
like
Where's the Andy Reid scandal?
Yeah. Spygate is Belichick.
But I mean, that Brady get the plays though. What y'all mean?
No, Deflategate is Brady because of the football.
Both of them is Brady and Belichick. That's what
both of them shit.
No.
Belichick
Belichick
is overrated though. He
Thank you.
is
Hamp
overrated.
got the floor. Go ahead, Hamp.
When you think about that defense, right? He has all-time great players every time they were good, right? Vince Wilfork was an unstoppable force for 5 years, right? I think Richard Seymour is vehemently underrated, you know, and that front four is meaningful.
And Willem McGinnis
right?
is too.
Willie McGinnis, Ronnie Harrison.
Bunch of Hall of Famers on that.
At every single level, he has Hall of Fame level talent.
Yeah, right.
He exposed himself when he was trying to be a GM, trying to get people from these obscure schools from in the third round and fourth round, and he couldn't put them in place and make them successful.
Sure.
Also, at UNC is Snoop Dogg shit. There, you can't make a case for UNC being that poor and then saying he's such a great coach. You should be able to coach them to a bowl, and he wasn't able to do that.
Right. You talking about right now, right, Ham?
Right now.
Yeah. Because I seen that the other day. I didn't even know he was
going from an NFL to a college program too. So going from NFL to college, and you can't bring them up in the fucking ACC.
Right.
And
I mean, I get that, but that's different. That's a different conversation.
It's not different.
We're talking about
that's a different conversation.
We're talking about his acumen.
He's a defensive coordinator.
Think about all the positions that were open when he was available.
Right.
The Cowboys didn't pick him up. There's reasons why. It's
okay.
Not
I like that argument right there. That's a good fucking argument.
So we just got to really assess the whole thing.
Right
I will say this in Belichick's defense, right? You have I think there's three levels to coaching. You have the ones that are going to build culture. You're going to have a coach that is great at the
Hall of Fame or not, Oz?
Absolutely.
Well, you mean Belichick?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree because when I don't agree with that.
I wanted to say this point.
You just stay muted and let the man talk. Stay muted so the man can finish his sentence.
Hold on, Azrael, brother. Let's everybody can hear everybody at the same time. Listen to what he can say, and then we'll go one by one so he gets some order. Cool. Let's go. What's on you, Hamp? Go ahead. He froze.
What I was saying is you have three levels. You have coaches that are great schemers, right? They can scheme up an offense really well. That's why you have what's his name? That's his offensive coordinator for the Patriots. But whenever he had his own team, Mike McDaniels, whenever he had his own team, he couldn't translate to being a head
Josh
coach.
McDaniels.
Yeah, you have to be a people person, right? Then you have people that are good at evaluating talent, somebody like an Andy Reid, right? And then you have people that are great at culture building. I think those are three levels. And I feel as though I think Belichick has 2 out of the 3. He does it really well. He knows how to scheme up and he knows how to build culture. But he's not a good evaluator of talent, though, at the highest level.
What culture? Because when Brady left, Brady was the fucking culture. The culture is there when your best players leave.
No.
What culture?
No, Alex. Do you want to go, Hamp, or you want
you talking about a manufactured culture?
No, you know why? Everybody that always says when they play like people like Ocho Cinco and I forgot his other name. He used to play for James Harrison. When they went to the Patriots, they said they'll never forget the fact that if Brady, like when they would go into the game plans and go through walkthroughs, if they'll in front of everybody, Belichick would scold Brady, right? And they said that always dawned on them like, damn, like he was chewing out Brady, pause, right? But it was a whole thing of, okay, he set a standard saying, even if you're the greatest MVP, he basically said it's like they said like after one game he almost threw a pick or something like that. Or he threw a bad throw, and Belichick came back like the next Monday. He was like, "Yeah, I get it. People are saying that you're the greatest quarterback, this, that, and the third." Well, he's like, "Why the f did you make that throw, this, that, and the third?" Right? Basically, he was trying to say he was trying to set a standard, saying, "Hey,
you're not bigger than the game.
You're not bigger than the program." And once that happened, and Brady, yes, everybody else fell in
line. They did that to Jordan too.
Everybody else fell in line. So I think, to me, that's a coach.
Azrael, that's not special, bro. Like that's what like most coaches who are good coaches, that's what they do. That's not that.
But there's not a lot of good coaches.
So hold on. So the argument is Belichick a Hall of Fame or not? Is that what is that the debate? Is that what we talking about right now? Right?
I think he's a better coordinator than head coach. I think he's overrated as a head coach. That's my personal argument.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
You're right about that too.
So at the end of the day, right? Because and shout out to him. Even with having great players, we've seen plenty of teams that had great players. Look at the fucking Ravens. The Ravens, right? Ravens was a stacked fucking team. The Ravens was they for sure supposed to go to the fucking Super Bowl this year, right? They didn't go. They lost, right? Stacked ass team, both sides of the ball, and you got a former fucking Super Bowl winning coach, right? You get it done. So what I'm saying is you can't. It's a hard argument to say that you're able to have consistently Super Bowls, bro. 7 fucking Super Bowls, because plenty of fucking coaches done had all-star fucking teams and couldn't do shit with them. So I see what you're saying of him being overrated and not being, you can't saying he's not the GOAT coach. I guess you can make, but saying he's not a good head coach, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna flip the tables on you. I'm about to flip the tables on y'all.
7 Super Bowls, bro.
I don't think he's a bad head coach.
I don't like Belichick.
Maybe overrated. Okay,
I hate to do this to y'all.
Real quick, let me finish. Now, the same reason you saying I didn't like fucking Tom Brady or Belichick because of the whole cheating shit and what's name constantly got to cheat. But still, at the end of the day, though, I understand what y'all saying with him having great players. There have been plenty of teams and plenty of coaches that had great players and they couldn't get it.
Got to. Everybody has to. You know, just to add my 2 cents in on it. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Look, if that was Tony Dungy with 6 championships, y'all would call him the greatest coach of all time.
Ooh, come on now. Bop, shots fired, and I love that. Right.
Look, I don't like Belichick. I don't like him. I don't like him.
You saying
they
judging him on that man's color? Is that what you're saying?
I think that our own bias shows up.
There you go.
Our own bias shows up.
There you go. Yep.
So I don't like the guy. I don't like Brady. I mean,
like neither.
It is what it is. But they won the games, and they won the games that they were supposed to win together. At the end of the day, what we gonna do is judge people based on the championship they win, and now we changing the way we judge them.
Rewriting the history.
I know they cheated. The league know they cheated, and you know what they did? They made sure that they kept their championship just like they did in baseball and these other leagues where they catch them cheating every year. Y'all just seen somebody got caught cheating the other day in baseball. They keep the story kind of down because everybody gambling on the games. So if you think these games is real, you can believe what you want. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. If you believe that stuff is real and what's going on is not supposed to happen, you'll see how it play out when it play out. It's just a stage. It's a theater. It's good entertainment. Just be entertained. Just be entertained. Don't take too much into stock of it. They punished the Patriots when they made him not get the Hall of Fame. That's a punishment.
We can hear everything you saying too.
So when they put him on his punishment, at the end of the day, they're just showing you what they about to do to the Patriots. They're not winning the day. If you believe it, you believe it. They're not winning the day.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to say this too to Illa, right? I know you're a little bit older than me. According to your logic, is Don Shula a great coach?
Damn.
I mean, he's a good coach. I don't think this name is a bad coach. I just think he's overrated as a coach. I'm not going to say Belichick not a good coach. He's one of the best coaches ever. I think he's overrated as a head coach.
my point is when they talk about the greatest throwers of the football, they don't even really bring up Brady. Like they bring up Marino and Aaron Rodgers. Exactly. If you couldn't win with Aaron Rodgers, with Dan Marino, according to your logic, you can say I can argue and say Don Shula is not is overrated. Plus, on top of the fact that if I'm not mistaken, I think Belichick was about to break his record, or I think in wins, or I think he already did.
Oh yeah, I think he did break that record.
But my point is that you can't. When you talking about quarterbacks and like saying, like somebody had mentioned in the chat, like he didn't have time to rebuild that team. But what
are you addressing respectfully? Are you addressing Brady as being the best quarterback, or are you addressing
you're saying that he's overrated? You saying he's overrated
as a head coach? I think he is.
No, because he said he's overrated because he only won with Brady. Well, I can say Don Shula is overrated because he never even won with.
And that'd be a fair argument. But I didn't bring up Don Shula. You did. I'm talking about Bill Belichick.
No, but I asked you, was Don Shula overrated?
I don't hear people calling Don Shula the greatest of all time. I hear them saying about Belichick. So that's not even. That's really.
So Illa, the man went to 9 Super Bowls, right? He lost 2 of them. And we all know the first 3 was defensive.
77% winning percentage. 78.
Okay, Major, come on.
Yeah, he didn't break Shula's record either.
And as far as that situation, we all know Brady was just that playing as a quarterback.
For 3 of them, I give you that.
Yes, exactly, for 3 of them. So you got to give it to a defensive-minded, defensive mentality coach for them Super Bowls. You can't sit there and say, "Oh well, he's good as an assistant."
A lot of them Super Bowls was
I'll say this thing. I think Belichick.
And one of those teams he beat was the greatest show on turf.
I'll give you that. Like I said, I think he's one of the
and
greatest.
They only scored 17 points in that game.
But that's why I say he's one of the greatest defensive minds I ever saw. I just think as a head coach, I think he's not as good as other head coaches. I think he gave Brady an atmosphere for him to be able to develop to a quarterback. So he didn't have to. He was able actually like a game manager. But Brady would make those last second drives. But they went to a 10-year drought.
Brady
didn't win anything. You also over the hump. That shit was all Brady. It wasn't
you also know that he's one of
100 on them niggas.
He's one of the one coaches that
nowhere to be found in the Super Bowl.
So Illa, he's one of the coaches that made a decision with Brady that most coaches don't do. You don't lose your job because of an injury. Bledsoe came back and he didn't get his job back. He stuck with Tom Brady and wrote it out, and the rest is history.
So therefore,
most coaches don't do that. Most coaches don't do that. Most coaches do not do that.
I mean, like I said, I put like this: he won his defense won the first 3. Brady won the last 3. I just think he's overrated as a coach. I just feel like I think him and Brady just was a match made in heaven, and they made magic happen. I've seen Brady accomplish more without Belichick. I've seen Belichick accomplish without Brady.
They drafted this man
when they changed the rules for the quarterback.
In the 6th round.
When he went to Tampa Bay,
he had drafted this coach. He drafted that player.
He
developed that player.
And if Bledsoe
and you don't get no credit.
He never on the game. He never got a game.
He drafted.
You might be right.
He drafted him to be a backup. He had no idea Brady was going to be that.
He didn't like
You got to use the backup.
I got to read some super chats.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, they showing fantastic. Your people definitely showing up. Shout out to the super chat. They showing up for fantastic. Yeah, brother Clout said the free agent talk reminded me that they talking about Justin Jefferson potentially getting traded. Don't let him go to the Chiefs, man. Watch out for that. Mojo said you put Lamar, Burrow, Allen, maybe even Hurts on that same KC team. The results will be the same, maybe in Stafford. I don't know about that. You haven't watched football recently. I think you might have to take a rain check on this conversation, brother. I think they talking to you, Major P.
Major P is minoring in football, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, majors in everything. You can't minor me in fantasy. Don't do that, brother. You can't.
Nah. Football. I think you're a little out your league when it comes to football.
I play football.
You don't watch enough games, bro. You even said it yourself. You don't watch it.
I play it though. I play it though.
That's cool, but you don't know what's going on in the league.
Talk about that man.
Joe Burrow didn't
talk about that man, baby. He's a man champ. He's a defending man champ.
Mojo said 10-14. 10 or 14 of the Pats opponents this season fired their head coach. What, 10, 14? I guess.
They had a last place schedule.
14, he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who is better, Tom Brady in his second year or Drake May in his second year? Right now, it's looking like Drake May. I'm going to keep it a buck if he win it. T. Leaves, the 999 said, but you have to think about the Eagles today in comparison. It has to be a combination of front office coaches, coaching, and players. Everybody forgets that when it comes to the Patriots. Listen, man, they're a great organization. Shout out to Super Chat. Great organization. Belichick is going to go to the Hall of Fame. It's inevitable. I thought he should have been first ballot based on the statistics. Absolutely. But in my personal opinion, I just thought Brady made him more than he made Brady.
Who were like 2 or 3 coaches you would have put above him?
Even during his time.
I like Andy Reid.
Andy Reid is after his time now.
Put a bit above him.
I don't know. Andy Reid won while Belichick and wasn't.
Andy Reid is definitely
Andy Reid just now won when Belichick got out after Brady them beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. Remember?
That's another thing too. You can argue that because
after Brady beat the Chiefs in the hold on, Azrael. After Brady beat the Chiefs in the playoffs here at Arrowhead, because I'm in Kansas City. Okay, after he beat them, that's when Brady left. Not that long after that, and went to Tampa Bay. Belichick didn't win after that. But during the whole tenure of Andy Reid being in Philadelphia, Belichick dominated. Nobody even thought about Andy Reid being close to him. So don't try to repaint this narrative that Andy Reid was even close to sniff the man's jockstrap at that time.
That's what I said. AP, he said that Illa said Belichick was in a drought after the first 3. And I'm like, well, you can argue that Andy Reid was in a drought up until he got Mahomes. I mean, he
got Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes is the greatest player he's ever had, and you see what that does to coaches. You can't discount those players.
He ever had. But I seen Mahomes. I seen Reid do it in 2 different eras with 2 different teams with 2 different quarterbacks.
He didn't win no Super Bowl with Philly, sir.
He went to one. I didn't see Billy.
And he lost to Bills. And he lost to Bills.
Head coach. When did Belichick go to a Super Bowl as a head coach without
Brady? But here's the thing. Let's say
you can't do that. You can't do that.
Hold on, Illa. That's like saying when did Phil Jackson go to the finals without Jordan, Kobe, or Shaq?
He only played with them.
But it's a ridiculous argument.
It's not a ridiculous argument.
It really is. Nobody's going without good players. Nobody's going. Tell me who goes without good players.
I never see him do it without Brady. I just never.
You're never going to see it because they're going to make sure he don't coach again.
I seen Brady do it without him.
And his coach was Bruce Arians, who was in the Super Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals. And his coach was Bruce Arians, who was in the Super Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals.
Let me ask this question. So this real quick, let me ask you this.
That was going to make him get one over Mike. Remember, they was comparing him to Michael Jordan.
Hold on real quick. So let's ask this question. So is there a head coach that won with 2 different franchises and 2 different QBs or 2 different defenses?
At least take him to Super Bowl because he didn't win.
I know you said football.
No, football.
I know. I got you.
There isn't. I can't think of anybody.
2 different coaches that.
The only coach that went to the Super Bowl and lost was Mike Holmgren after he won with Brett Favre and he lost with Matt Hasselbeck. That's the only one.
Ooh,
yeah,
so he went to 2 shorts. Eddie Reid and Holmgren.
I remember
that, bro.
And Mike Holmgren was the head coach that gave Andy Reid a job, that gave John Gruden a job. That's his family. That's his tree.
Every tree is crazy.
Yeah, that's his tree. Mike Shanahan was on that same tree.
Yeah,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
No, but there hasn't been when you're talking
about
that's
not true.
A head coach.
Tom, what's that? Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin.
But he won with the Giants.
He won with New York. And who else did he win
Jacksonville,
with?
Well, he didn't win. He didn't win with Jacksonville. He went to
Jacksonville. Never made the Super Bowl. Jacksonville ain't never made no Super Bowl.
Jacksonville.
No, they made the AFC title game, sir. They ain't made no Super Bowl.
No, they made a Super Bowl.
No, they didn't, sir. Go back. We ain't that old. I ain't that old.
They did.
No, the
Jacksonville. They never made. They lost to the Denver Broncos.
I thought they went to the Super Bowl too.
Hank, they lost to the Broncos in the championship.
You're talking about. You're talking about that. Jacksonville team when they had.
Mark Brunell lost to John Elway.
Yes, he did. That's a fact. They did not go to Super Bowl.
Okay.
You're talking about that. Are you talking about the Jags team that had Jalen Ramsey and I forgot.
No. We talking about with Tom Coughlin when they had Mark Brunell and them. They lost
95, 96 shit we talking about.
Oh, they never went to the Super Bowl.
No,
you're right. So they've been to the AFC Championship 3 times, and that would have been either 99, I think,
or around that time. Yeah,
that's when they had. I think was it? No, that wasn't Byron Leftwich. That was somebody else.
That was when Denver won back-to-back, and then Shannon Sharp went to Baltimore and won with the Ravens.
Yeah. A couple years later, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, like I said, respected Belichick. You know, he wasn't the best that ever did it.
Who
you
y'all
know
got tonight?
I just think Brady is something special, man. I just think he was the golden ticket, man.
I think Hank made a great point. It's hard to win with most coaches never win with two different quarterbacks. You know, like
difficult to do.
Especially now
we're not very hard.
Super Bowl on the highest level.
That's difficult to do.
To win with like
2 different programs.
That's why I like Andy Reid, because he went to 2 Super Bowls with 2 different quarterbacks.
Yeah, but he only won with Mahomes.
But he went there, which means he had.
Okay, hold on. So I got one more. I got one more guy for y'all. My man that used to coach for Philadelphia. Then he went and won with the Rams.
Oh, Doug Peterson.
What's his name?
Dick Vermeil.
Dick Vermeil.
He didn't go to the Super Bowl with the Eagles, though.
Yes, he did.
He did?
They lost. They lost.
Well, that's another one. Dick, that's I guess Holmgren, Reed, and Vermeil seem like the only ones that I can.
And their resume still ain't glistening enough to beat Bill.
Listen,
I don't like the guy. 3 different quarterbacks.
He was a quarterback then.
Think about that. My coach, he had 3 different quarterbacks as well.
Somebody put in the chat. Yeah, I can read Bill Walsh. Because he won with
same team though, but yeah.
But he won. He only won with one quarterback. He
won with Joe.
He won with.
So y'all don't like Tomlin.
He did not win with.
He didn't win with Steve Young. Steve Young was Seaver. George Seaver was the coach.
George Seaver won with Steve Young. Not Bill Walsh.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Steve Young, he didn't coach that year. He didn't coach the team with
George Seaver.
No, George Seaver. I know football, bro.
That's my squad.
Steve Young won with the most Hall of Famers probably of all time on this damn team.
Hey.
He had to know
that was the years the Niners had Dion. That was when they had Dion.
Yeah, he said Dion got the defensive player of the year that year. He said Steve Young better than Tom Brady.
I feel that.
No, hell no.
Joe Montana, Steve Young, yeah. Joe Montana, Steve Young, yes.
Oh no,
Steve Young wasn't better than Troy Aikman.
As a player, I agree.
He was not
Steve Young not better than
player. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Steve could move out the pocket. Brady can't run out the pocket.
So what? Troy got
Steve
3.
Young's not better than. He's not better than Peyton. Steve Young's not better than motherfucking.
In terms of what stats?
He's not better than Elway or Peyton.
He got 3 of them shits and a Super Bowl MVP.
What else?
Stop playing with him.
Y'all are bugging, bro.
Stop playing with him. He got 3 in the MVP.
Somebody had to get into Rice. It wasn't just Montana to Rice. It was Young to Rice too.
Exactly, but it's Rice.
Super Bowl.
It's Rice.
Come on, y'all.
The quarterback got to get the ball to Rice, bro.
Rice is a great.
No, we ain't talking about Rice.
That's not helping your argument, Mr. Williams.
No, I'm just saying quarterbacks. I have them above them niggas.
Tom Brady was the first quarterback.
You a Sam fan?
I don't. I have Joe Montana above Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
How is Steve Young better than Patrick Mahomes on any metric?
Because for one, they don't got a hold for his weak ass.
Man,
bro, like a little
I gotta come up with a better argument.
Bro, he was throwing to the GOAT. He was throwing to the GOAT receiver.
Let them hold like a motherfucker for them. Even the last Super Bowl.
That's everybody.
Watch the tape. Do y'all watch the game?
How he better than Troy Aikman then? Because they played in the same era. He won 3. So how is Steve Young better than Troy Aikman? They played in the same era.
Like Kansas City had a whole little pathway, WWE, to try to get that.
All right, William. So William. So forget Mahomes, even though you crazy for saying that, but we're gonna give you that. How is he better than the players he played with? How is he better than Elway? How is he better than Favre? And how is he better than Aikman? Go.
Who? Accurate now.
Steve Young.
I had to think on Elway because Elway was a beast. But
he ain't better than none of them people I mentioned.
Me looking at them all my life, being a San Francisco fan, just their body of work. Look at what the hell they did. Look at the accuracy. Look at the numbers with their accuracy. They in the
Aikman
is the best.
3 MVPs in a row.
Yeah, we're not arguing. We're not arguing. Listen, we're not arguing Joe Montana, bro. Miss Williams, we're not arguing Joe Montana. We give you that all day. But saying Steve Young is top 3 and he's better than Tom Brady, that's a reach, bro. And I'm Mr. Fantastic. You reaching hard.
Listen, I agree with him with that.
Steve Young
I
don't
agree
have
with
no
him with
scandals.
that.
That's biased. How is Steve Young better than the players he played with? He didn't outshine the players in the era. He didn't do better than Elway.
Whoa.
He didn't do better than Brett Favre.
Steve Young is
Hickman. What are you talking about?
Steve
They
Young
played in his era.
Steve Young probably the best thrower left-handed, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's the best. I don't.
And he was a dual threat quarterback as well.
He better than Brady.
Brett Favre used to run sometimes.
Yeah, facts.
He got 3 MVPs in his era.
He was Vic before
Brady better than Favre?
He was never Vic.
Randall
Cunningham was more Vic than Steve Young.
Even Vic done gave him props. What are you talking about? You don't know shit about Steve Young. Neither one of y'all do.
So we know. So
you know about Steve Young for real.
So make your argument.
He ain't gonna make one.
How does a man who got 1 Super Bowl ring and
He got
1
a
MVP
ring.
better than
It's
people who
hard as
got
hell
more
to
than
get a
him?
ring.
I don't use that.
Yeah, but
y'all gotta let it go with Piper Boy, man. He just gonna be who he is today. He your uncle. You know your uncle start tripping and he just won't let you. That's him today. He playing the uncle role right now. Where your uncle start tripping, he been having a couple of that bad dog.
He's a big Niners fan.
I had to try it.
You admit it.
Hey, fantastic. I had to try it though.
I
think my case is really good though if you look at his stats.
No, sir.
Actually,
You just signed up for 30 years. You took it to trial
Look
and
at his
lost.
stats though.
You took it to trial and lost.
I got Joe all day though.
Hey, boy, shout out to Mr. Williams for windmilling his goddamn ass off.
Let me ask you, Playboy, where do you rank Brock Purdy right now? Like, would you say he's top
Brock
5?
Purdy.
As far as what?
No.
Watch this. Just a minute.
You talking about in the league?
Yeah, in the league right now. Is he a top 10 quarterback?
Yeah.
Purdy?
I give him top 10. Yeah.
I like Purdy as a quarterback though.
Because
is he top 5?
They already tried to do that. He had the adventure.
Y'all about to see what he really is when everybody disappears.
Is he top 5? Is he a top 5?
I don't know about. I don't think that's
He's Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0, man. Let's just call it what it is.
No, he's way better than Jimmy G.
No, he ain't.
A Garoppolo?
Man, when the 49ers had quarterbacks like that in the past, they traded him to KC. He ain't number Steve Bono.
That's crazy. That's a ball. Write that down.
He ain't number Steve Bono, man.
That cares about me.
Steve Bono.
Like
that nigga's cold. What are y'all talking about?
49er cast off.
Steve Bono was there with Wardner, my nigga. Like,
hey, you know it's the truth, he.
God, Steve Bono.
He got championships, won and got to the Super Bowl. Really?
Hey, Brock Purdy's not top 10.
Brock Purdy ain't won no Super Bowl, and he ain't gonna win none.
Don't do that, Mr. Williams.
Whatever.
Just let him.
This is why I asked that question, because it's the team bias.
Hold up. Wait a minute. The year before, didn't he have like the year we went to the Super Bowl? Didn't he have like 4 or 5 players 1,000 yards?
Appreciate that, Jamie.
He had a nice season the year
I don't give a damn about this.
That's because you had Debo Samuels, you had
Christian
Who had to get
McCaffrey.
him the ball? That don't make no goddamn sense.
You had
Matt Jones did a good enough job to get him the ball this year. What are you talking
Yeah, they don't do nothing but throw screens. They don't do nothing but throw screens, bro. They don't throw nothing downfield.
That defense is killing.
So let me ask y'all a question. Fantastic said earlier we were talking about all-season teams who need to make the most moves. The first team he came up was Dallas. And I said that if they get Max Crosby, that will make them Super Bowl contenders. And Fantastic disagreed. How you feel about that, Hank?
Yeah, they need way more than just a defensive. Oh, no, there's only one hiccupper, though.
Exactly. It's a team thing in football.
There's a lot of things that Dallas need, truth be told. Let's be honest. More than just a defensive end. They need more than just a pass rush. Right now, they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with George Pickens. Are they going to franchise him?
Very franchise tag.
Also, they did make their decision. Okay. So I think they need that. They need a running back. They don't have a consistent running back. They got this running back on the cheap from Denver.
What's wrong with? Hold on, we had 1,000 yards last year.
Okay, but what are y'all gonna do? Y'all only signed up for a 1-year deal. Now, what are y'all gonna do? Y'all can't franchise him. Y'all gonna have to come up with some contract. So now, are y'all gonna overpay him in order to get him? You're gonna lose your first-round pick if you're gonna try to get Max Crosby. Max Crosby's gonna demand a first and maybe even a second round and a player in order to get him. So, can y'all afford him? Where y'all at as far as the salary cap? I think y'all need help as far as your linebackers. Your offensive line is getting old. You're gonna need to replace some of them guys, man. So
the offensive line is not getting old, Hank.
No, they just drafted young dudes. They drafted a couple young dudes the last couple years.
Line is
and guess what? None of them played They still playing with that same old offensive line.
Nah,
They didn't
Booker
play them young
played. Booker
boys.
played. And Guyton played. They played.
He played because their tackle got injured. Now he hasn't played a full season. We don't know what he's going to be able to do for the full season. But like I said, they got a yeah, but they not playing a lot of the young guys that they drafted. Yeah,
no, all of them starting.
Yo, they traded Pickens away.
Guyton is starting.
No,
Booker is starting.
Like,
Tyler Smith is starting, and the center.
Well,
they all starting.
Tyler Smith is not a rookie though.
Yeah, this is his second or third year though. He
is his third year. So
but the rookie is starting. All the rookies.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all that piece. Y'all need more offensive linemen. Y'all defensive front. I mean, y'all did make a deal with getting what's that? I think that
Williams
from
Clark.
Green Bay, from the Packers.
All right.
I said that already. The DBs are questionable. I don't like Diggs. I think Diggs is a horrible quarterback. Because like I said, he takes too many chances. He takes too many chances. He gambles way too much for my liking. So
I agree. I think Wilson needs to go.
Go ahead. I just think they got a lot more than just one player is gonna hurt. And for them to trade for Max Crosby and giving up 3 possibly draft picks and a player in order to get that one, they're not at that point. If they was in the playoffs and they was contending in the playoffs, maybe playing for the NFC Championship game or the semifinals, okay, I could see that. Right now, they need way too much.
Right, I agree with that.
Yeah, they're probably going to keep those draft picks. I could see them going after the boy from Ohio State, Caleb Downs. I would love to get him because I think Donovan Wilson, he done.
Where are y'all picking at in the draft this year? Where y'all picking?
12 and like 27.
They need a quarterback, bro. They need a quarterback.
Bro.
Yes, y'all do, man. What the fuck? So hold on, Ill. You think Dallas is going to win with Dak?
Yeah, they could win with
How long Dak been there, Ill?
Bro, what's your team?
I'm asking you. Dallas.
I'm asking you. What's your team?
Dallas is my squad from '90s, bro. But
then you need to chill out. You're making us look crazy right now.
I'm just a realist.
Dak is good enough. He's good enough.
I'm a realist. Dallas
He's good enough, and we're not going to draft somebody better than him next year. So if you're a realist, you would know that we're not in a position to get a new quarterback. We got to rock.
We're not going to win with Dak.
Okay, that's your opinion. But I think we need to get
the team
Caleb
don't want
Downs.
that.
I think we need to get Caleb Downs in the first round if he's still available at 12, because I think Donovan Wilson has overstayed his welcome. Like he hit hard, he played hard, but
sorry, Ella, my Bengals is gonna take Downs.
Caleb Downs play.
You think
Downs gonna be there? My Bengals taking Downs. They need him. They need everything on defense.
What position Downs play? No funny.
Safety. If you don't know, you don't need to be talking about the draft.
Yeah, KP, y'all better be looking
about the draft. I'm saying they need a new quarterback.
That's what we talking about.
I ain't say nothing.
You said you need new players. They come from the draft.
So what? I could say that. I could say that. What you saying? You talking like I ain't watching the game.
So hold on.
You just said you ain't watching. You don't know who Caleb. If you don't know who Caleb Downs, okay, let me tell you this, Major P. He's like the second coming of Ed Reed. Okay, that's the closest thing I can give you right there. Is that good enough?
But KP, I think y'all should address the linebacker position before y'all go for a safety, though.
Well, if they get either they go D line, corner. We got corners. The Bengals got corners. They don't got no defensive line that's pretty good anymore.
Oh shit, my bad, my bad. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about when I say KC, I'm thinking about the Kansas City Chiefs.
No, you think about the Chiefs? Yeah, you think about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
No, I think their linebacker core is a little bit for the Bengals, but their issue, they just need a left tackle, and they'll be, and like if they get that dude Caleb Downs, like they'll be good. They'll be
but he's a safety though. He's not a.
Yeah, I know, but you can also play him in like what do they call a nickel package? Have him in like run support, so it will shore up the linebacker position against the run. But now
he's talking about the Bengals though. He's talking about the Bengals.
Because sometimes they have like I forgot the dude. What's his name? That used to play for the Jets. He used to play for
you talking about Jamal Adams?
Yeah, like you can have players that sometimes play as a linebacker, and they're hybrid kind of players. They'll play as a safety and sometimes play as a linebacker. I
would definitely go with getting some offensive linemen for Burrows, man. They've been neglected.
We got the line. The line is straight.
They ain't got no fucking money.
No,
they don't got no money for no line, man. I'm about to tell you. The problem is
that's why they're going to draft.
Their scouting department is the smallest in the league. First of all, that's how cheap they are. The scouting department still drive to go see players, bro. I don't know if y'all know that, but the Bengals scouts go see players by driving, bro. They get travel expenses reimbursed from mileage, bro.
And the bad thing about it, you got 3 good colleges in that same state. And they don't.
Yeah, Cincinnati, Ohio State, Toledo.
Ohio State always producing good offensive linemen.
And
you go right down to the state over, go to Wisconsin and get a couple offensive linemen. I'm trying to figure out why haven't they done that yet? Even if they want to drive, they could drive to Wisconsin. God damn it.
The Bengals,
I just told you, bro, they still reimburse people for driving to see players, bro. Like, think about that. Like, it's a flying A, bro. You can get on Spirit for $50, cuz.
Hank, look how
KP, they out there submitting receipts.
Yeah. Yeah, they submit expense reports, bro.
Hank, look how they treated Trey Henderson. They didn't want to pay him. The Bengals are just notorious.
He was old, though. He was like 32. I wouldn't have paid him.
My bad, fella. My bad.
I think they're gonna tag and trade him this week. Instead of letting him go for free, I think they're gonna tag and trade him.
And that's why Carson Palmer
they're not gonna get no value back.
That's why they don't get no value back. Right? They gotta trade him.
I was saying that's why
the Birds are looking at him. So we are willing to give up a 4th round for one.
That makes sense to me, Hank. Because if you ain't gonna get nothing for him, you might as well trade him and get something for him rather than paying $40 million if you don't want to pay him.
But the thing is, a 4th rounder is like trading a commodity for a project.
Yeah, but Illa, they wasn't gonna get nothing for him.
It's cheap.
If they let him walk in free agency, they wouldn't get nothing.
Money. Yeah, it's good for the Bears shocked me this year. I ain't gonna front. When I didn't want to believe in Caleb Williams. I seen him paint his nails. I said, I don't want to see him, but he can play, man.
Man, I'm starting. Hey, Illa, I'm tired of seeing these brothers with the painted. I just seen a basketball player with him too.
Caleb thing is,
who the little basketball dude that just got traded the other day?
Jalen Green.
Not Jalen Green. His lane. He came from Duke, little light skinned dude.
Yeah,
I know. He plays for Philly.
The point guard. They just traded him. He had the video was painted the other day. I'm like, come on, bro.
The one that plays for the Sixers. Talking about, yeah, I know. Wow. Let me say this. The thing about Caleb Williams is he can make all the spectacular throws, but when it comes to the regular throws,
he like Josh Allen.
Yeah, no, I can't say that.
He's gonna be like Josh. I'm telling you.
Nah, no.
Josh is good.
The only reason, the reason why the thing about Josh is he doesn't have a number 1 receiver. He's just throwing them.
They shipped Stephon out when he was talking too much.
He was a cancer. He wasn't
no cancer, man. They just let the man talk.
Stephon Diggs is a diva, bro. He thinks he's an Antonio Brown and he thinks he could get away with Antonio.
Nah, you going too hard.
Stephon he ain't no AB. He ain't no AB, bro.
No, I said
nigga said Antonio.
No, he thinks he's on that level.
Nah, he was just in Buffalo, New York.
He just being a pimp.
Stephon Diggs ain't even nowhere near that kind of player.
Right, because he's in New England right now, and he's just playing. He's not balling like that. He's suitable.
This is his last team. I'm telling you.
Hey, Israel, he's better than everything else they had that came after him.
Who?
Stephon Diggs is.
He's talking about the outside.
Buffalo receivers is trash. That's why they in the position they in.
They should have never drafted Keon Coleman because he can't get no separation. He's not a good route runner. He's like a poor man Des Bryant or DJ.
Keon Coleman's a tight end, man.
He is not no poor man.
Yeah, he is a tight end. He no better than Kyle Pitts at tight end, bro.
He's Kelvin Benjamin with. That's what he is.
Damn, you're right. He Kelvin Benjamin.
He's Kelvin Benjamin, bro. Same school.
That's him.
State fan.
Same school. That's my squad in college, Florida State.
Yeah, me too.
That's him. Same guy.
Type of separation, and he doesn't have his route running skills are horrible. Like he doesn't.
But he's a goddamn tight end, man. Put him at tight end, he gonna be successful. Get him gain about 20 more
players. Here's the thing about that.
He'll be successful.
Here's why I think that might work. That works sometimes, but not like it could work for somebody like somebody with a Shannon Sharp mindset, right? But here's the thing: when they switch you to a tight end position, now not only you're not being guarded by corners, now you're being guarded by linebackers, and then you also gonna have to block. You can't just get away with just blocking.
You got to block as a receiver too, though.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about blocking, not what they call rub routes, right? So like you block for like 2 seconds and then you try to get open, right? But with this, when it comes to being a tight end, he gonna have to block like most of the time. Like
not necessarily.
Who y'all talking about? Y'all saying Keon Coleman?
Keon Coleman for Buffalo.
That's what
he said. He a tight end.
He's a slow-ass receiver with no separation. He's not.
He's an athlete.
He's a goddamn tight end.
That came around. That's all.
Put him at tight end. He won't have to be guarded by these fast cornerbacks. You don't have to worry about that. No goddamn.
And a
linebacker got to keep up with him.
No edge rushers either. Hank, he's not. He's just a slow receiver. He just
give his ass about 20 goddamn pounds. Put 20 pounds on. He got the frame. He can hold 20 more pounds.
Here's the thing. The bad thing about
6 feet. He's not even tall.
No. He's taller. He's taller than 6 foot.
He about 6'2". He played basketball at Michigan State.
But the thing about having that, they already have like 2 tight ends on that team. I think.
Oh no, bro, he's 6'4". He's 6'4", 215, bro. Like I said,
that'd be put 20 pounds on him like Hicks. Put the 20 pounds on
his ass.
He beat Vernon Davis. He beat Vernon Davis real quick.
Put him on some extra protein. Put him on the weights, and yeah, like you said, exactly. That would definitely
some milk.
Okay,
yeah, so I ain't gonna hold you brothers up too much longer. Who y'all Super Bowl picks real quick? We're gonna start it off with Playboy, and then we're gonna end with Fantastic. Playboy, what you doing?
He gone, man.
I think he playing dominoes. I don't know what he's doing.
You didn't see
said he playing dominoes.
He playing dominoes.
Credit card to somebody. He's eating.
Asriel, who you got winning the Super Bowl, baby?
Oh, I got Seahawks by at least 10 points.
Seahawks, okay. Major P.
Like I said, I ain't been paying attention, but I'm gonna pick Seattle.
Damn, come on, Major.
Just because
you got a lot of opinions. Somebody ain't paying attention. I'm got a lot of opinions, man. I don't know. AP, it's on you, brother.
I got Seattle, like I told you when I first came on. It's the punishment of the Patriots right now.
Payback, OG.
Look, I guess look like I'm gonna stand out amongst everybody. I'm gonna go with New England, dog.
My shorty doing it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man. I think Seattle gonna pull it out, man.
I'm on the same boat as Hank, man. I think New England's gonna pull it out, bro. I think it's gonna be an upset. I think New England's gonna do it. I think they're gonna shock the world. Whether it be a funny call, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off, but I think they want they don't want the New England Express to end yet. I think they want
the reason why it's a better storyline.
It's a better story. Drake
a former player comes back to his old home school. Home team, won a Super Bowl there, played in the Super Bowl.
After TD,
come on, man.
Now, I would believe y'all. I would believe y'all theory better if they would have let them boys get in the Hall of Fame, but they didn't.
So that's why they might win the Super Bowl. That's why they might win it. So let me ask you this:
so much story.
If New England wins, not the storyline. What's the storyline for the Seahawks, Hank?
The storyline gonna be that sat. Hold on. There's only one Hank guy. I know everybody wants to be one, but there's only one.
Sorry, sir.
The storyline is Sam Darnold, a cast-off for so many years, comes to the Seattle Seahawks and wins the Super Bowl after seeing ghosts in the Jets. Now he's seen a different type of ghost, and that's gonna be that Lombardi Trophy. That's gonna be story.
All we need is the Fox 5 music behind that for Hank, and you would have had that would have been a commercial right there.
That's it, Hank. Hank got the story right.
Hey, look, go make a drop of it. Go make a drop of it.
I would say my thing is this on the nerd, quote unquote nerdy aspect, right? Christian Gonzalez is a great corner, but you can only guard one wideout. You can't guard. Then they're gonna put him either on JSN or put him on.
Cooper. They're gonna put him on Jigman, definitely.
But then you got Cooper Kupp to deal with, right? Yeah. And then my thing is, okay, now who's gonna guard Cooper Kupp, right? And on top of that, what's his name? Emmanuel Warry. They like one of the best tackling teams. If you have a great team that tackles well, it's gonna be hard to make like these little splash plays where you throwing up and down the field like consistently, right? Because the team they automatically react to. You're not gonna be able to like move the ball. The offense is not gonna flow as much as you would like it to, right? So I think that's gonna be an issue because their linebacker core is good. You got DeMarcus Lawrence, like I said. And then you have a guy, I always butcher his name, Emmanuel Warry, and he's like a beast. He's one of their rookie defensive players. And
you talking about the tackle?
Yeah.
No, he's talking about the safety. Emmanuel Warry.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been balling out this year. So I think it's gonna be hard they're gonna struggle. Drake May is gonna struggle throwing the ball and just having their offensive flow. But I think JSN is gonna be either JSN or Cooper Kupp that's gonna ball out. So that's why
I tell you, if the Seattle wins, it's gonna be because of that run game with Kenny Walker, man.
Yes,
that defense.
That dude's a monster.
I mean, Seattle should win.
I'm just saying, as far as offensive score and all that, it's going to be Kenny Walker's going to be that offensive MVP. I don't think it'll be Sam Darnold, but we know how they love to uplift the white boys in the quarterback position. So they probably going to be one. But
if you see Nick Eman he reminds you so much of Sean Taylor physically.
Want to shout out these 2 super chats. Thank y'all for showing love. Lee said Jaden McDaniels from the Commanders had a phenomenal rookie season, but they didn't have good players. They couldn't make it to the Super Bowl. That's true. I'm glad they ain't make it though. Best defense y'all ever seen win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. The Ravens and the Bucks.
We need to stop this shit. God damn. You said
the
Ravens
Steelers?
and the
Bro,
Bucks.
we ain't
Not the
come here to
Bears?
cause no trouble. We just came to do the Super Bowl shit. No, we ain't
Goddamn
going back
right.
that far, Hank.
Goddamn right. Come on. Hell, don't do this shit.
We ain't going back to refrigerator Perry 4-6, man. That
Hold on.
4-6
He was alive for that? He wasn't alive for that.
Nigga said you wasn't alive for that.
He was there. But nah, I respect the
Ain't that
Bears.
old.
But that you took it way back, man. I mean, Dallas had the doomsday shit. You can go back there.
Dallas
They
had
did
that
say
offense
that
in the
In
90s,
our
bro.
lifetime, bro, I would
He is
say
fantastic. Man.
it's gotta be either Ravens. It's either gotta be Ravens, Bucks, or
Which
or I
Bucks
think
team
that
you talking about?
Ravens, Bucks, or that or the
2000.
or that fucking Denver team, bro.
Let's not forget about the Legion of Boom.
The Legion of
That's
Boom
what I
team.
asked.
For me, it would be between the Legion of Boom, but I think talented wise, this is why I don't hold it against Cam Newton for losing that Super Bowl. Because you had Ruby, you had Chris Harris, you had a Aqib Talib, you had a DeMarcus Ware, and then you had a young Von Miller. I don't hold it against
that Denver defense.
You think they was better than the Ravens?
Yes, that Denver defense.
This recency bias is killing me. Y'all be ashamed y'all goddamn self.
The Ravens. Listen,
This is crazy.
The Ravens probably the best one out of the drink.
You know why I say that?
Ray Lewis and who was the other
Reed.
No, I'm talking about that
lineman.
old. That was before Ed. I'm talking about
Reed
that
was
2000
definitely
Ravens when they beat the Giants. That defense was crazy.
Ed Reed, all of
That
them.
everyone there yet, but they
But
had
I-
McAllister.
You said 2000?
No, 2000. They had
Okay.
One that beat
Y'all
the
can't shit on Mike Singletary and everybody, man. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
You go with this Super Bowl
Yeah,
shit.
y'all talking the super old, man. We ain't that old.
Hey, come
Super
on,
Chat
bro.
asked the ones that we have seen. I would say
Yeah, we
between
seen me on my lifetime. I ain't got to go on fucking ESPN Classics.
Damn, I was a kid. Damn.
I didn't know what football was. Other than that.
Miss
Tecmo
Williams,
Bowl.
they
Tecmo Bowl don't count.
they disrespectful.
Tecmo Bowl don't
Man. This
count.
is some
That game was
bullshit.
fire
This is
back
some
in the
Bowl
day,
don't
bullshit.
though.
count,
Word.
This is some bullshit.
to me, it's the ones that I've
Super
seen in
Bowl
my
stuff,
lifetime.
man.
The ones that, and I'm a Steelers fan saying it. The ones that I've seen in my lifetime is between, like I said, that Broncos team with Aqib Talib and DeMarcus Ware and a young Von Miller, and then the Legion of Boom, and that's for me.
But damn, y'all ain't even gonna talk about none of the Buffalo. They
I
went
said
to
the one I've seen in my lifetime.
Stop it, bro.
Kids, Mr. Williams. We won.
But they lost all four of them shit.
Yeah, Bills lost 3 straight, right?
Dallas had the best rank, the better defense back then. So what are you talking about? Dallas better back then.
But damn, I mean,
Hold on,
but
Mr.
fantastic.
Williams.
Most teams don't even get
How
the
you
goal.
gonna How you gonna be the great defense and you don't win the big game?
Because you had a better offense that beat their ass.
Okay, but the better defense fucking killed them. Like you said, you talking about the Ravens, the 2000 Ravens? That's a fucking historical thing.
You gotta look at man, who you had on just like with Chicago or Buffalo. You gotta look at who played. Bruce Smith. All these motherfuckers were great.
Man,
Yeah,
You can't name nobody else in that defense.
I'm sick of this. Look, let me tell you my defense is going to be that 85-86 Chicago Bears. 85-86. Man, you talking about you had Richard Dent. I understand. So y'all wasn't born. So be it.
Yeah,
y'all ain't gonna keep giving us making fun of the old men. And shout out to the old folks. Shout out to the old dudes.
Y'all got it.
Look at that. You had Richard Dent, you had Steve McMichaels, you had Dan Hampton, you had Mike Singletary. Come on, man. We had that 4-6 defense. The defense that was never heard of before and ain't been ran right since. We created that
league
defense.
figured that shit out.
We created that defense. It doesn't matter what they figured out. We created it. We was the only defense that was good enough. We was the only team that was good enough to do a video and a song 3 weeks prior to the Super Bowl game, let alone winning it. We did that and won that motherfucker. We beat the greatest team, one of the greatest teams y'all talking about, the New England Patriots, 46 to goddamn 10. That's not
The
heard of.
Patriots was ass. They had no business being in that Super Bowl with y'all.
Guess what? That same Patriots beat the Miami Dolphins, right? One of the best teams that they was in during that era. The Miami Dolphins, the only team that beat us in the regular season. That was it. We only lost one goddamn game. But them other teams y'all talking about, they lost multiple games. Not the Chicago Bears.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point, Hank. I didn't know that. We have to give them respect. One loss is one loss. But y'all did play in the era. They just let the players just do what the fuck they want to do. So they grabbed the fucking the receivers for 12 yards.
It wasn't easy.
They used to grab them for 12 yards, man.
That shit was harder back then.
Y'all was shooting and stabbing niggas on the field. Illa, they was doing cocaine before and in and after the game.
That's what the sport
in the huddle
was. That's what
They was getting a couple lines in doing halftime.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Man. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all. It's our second episode, man. I like what we doing. We're gonna keep it pushing.
Yo, Illa, check your email. Illa, check your email.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. But yeah, appreciate everybody for pulling up. Hank, aka Hank Maynard, my man Major P. You know we got Fantastic in the building. Any last words, beloved, before we get up out of here?
No, man. Hey, great show, man. Hey, bro, come prepared. All right, come prepared. We talk. This ain't no rookies around here. All right, and stick to the topic at hand. All right, we talk about football. We gonna stick to football. If football is not your expertise, you know what I mean. You're welcome. But the chat. Shout out to the chat. I told you, hey, this is everybody participate, bro. Get y'all ass up here and participate. It makes it more fun. We appreciate the back and forth. Hey, we doing shit off the dome, and y'all know it off the dome. Okay, we shouldn't have to go and look up shit. Y'all, we ain't the only experts here. You feel me? But hey, participation, man. This shit gonna get huge, bro. This will be some fun shit. I think, you know what I mean. The more and more we do it, dog. Format's cool. Great conversation. And hey, bro, this shit gonna grow. So hey, as long as y'all participate, y'all show up, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know y'all people like to be private, nigga. Buy you a motherfucking MF Doom mask or something if you don't want to show
come
your
on
face,
that screen, bro.
Yeah, and cam your ass up and let's do this shit.
We'd rather have your face on the camera, man. This ain't no political debate, so ain't nobody gonna come find you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay. This ain't the gender war. You
ain't gonna say nothing controversial that will get you fired or get you canceled, nigga. No. It's your favorite sports team. What more can happen?
Bring the smoke. Just have your shit together. Major P. We got it. I'm gonna start buying some flags. I'm about to throw some digital flags on y'all when y'all come on these shows.
Hey, you get the flags, I get the whistle. Hey, that's a new. Hey, get them out of here, bro. Hey, touch them up.
Here, man. You gotta know what you're talking about. You gotta have your stats together because we're gonna have some creative shows in the future. So have your stuff together, have your data. We'll make sure you know what you're talking about because we definitely gonna get it right. We definitely know what we're talking about. Everything y'all shot at us, we shot it back down. And you definitely gotta respect the host, though. You know what I'm saying? We gotta calm down and talking over each other. I know it get a little passionate, but you know, we're gonna keep growing, we're gonna keep it moving. Great show. I appreciate you, Fantastic. And give me one score for tonight, man. Give me the score. You muted.
Let's say y'all muted. 27-20.
27-20. Seattle?
Oh, Seattle.
I'm gonna go 24-20 New England, man. If you lose money, don't call me. This ain't official. Don't FanDuel. Don't send me the receipt.
Not financial or betting advice, nigga. I'm just whatever.
It's just our opinions, man. We ain't telling you what to pick. We telling you what we should pick. But with that being said,
before we do that, before we get out of here, hey, be smart. All right, don't be out here drinking and driving, Uber, whatever, so on and so forth. Party responsibly. Know you niggas about to drink a lot of alcohol and eat a lot of chicken. So just do it smartly, man.
Facts. All right, with that being said, it's been Illtastic Sports Exchange. Yo, we here. We ain't going nowhere. Tap in with us. We will be back next Sunday, and we are out. Peace.
I'm 10 toes. Hey, yo, the game got me mortified. So I focus on being fortified. Twisted shit encrypted and codified. Products of a simulation. First generation sufferers of overstimulation. My stipulation got me looking for some ventilation. I changed the station, ignoring Satan's invitation. No visitation for my brothers off solicitations. Incarcerations, it's called the Matrix. If life's a bitch, then she's a dominatrix. So death got to be your masculine presence. Opening his arms while you bask in his essence. Sometimes when I talk to God, I call my passive aggressive. Will I open heaven's doors or just burn from my lessons? Blessings. You know the game been told. If I was you, then my soul would have been sold. Watch what you do, cause it's coming back tenfold. Either way it goes, man, I'm 10 toes, 10 toes.